All right, Shofu thought it was of the utmost importance before we walk into Nintendo World to get one of those giant donuts from Simpsons World, so we're all waiting for him.
What the fuck?
Japan time starts right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Japan Time podcast for August 7th, 2023. This is our post-EVO 2023 pre-Pokemon Presents special. I'm your host, Rogers Base, and as always, I am joined by my co-host with the most, the one, the only, the legendary Shofu.
What's really good, man? You know, I was doing all right earlier, but today I found out I was a fucking loser, bro.
Fact. Yeah, it's tragic.
Shit.
The reason you go live event is to experience the atmosphere with everyone in the crowd.
You want to know what I did in 2019 for top 8? I was in my hotel room with Shofu.
Yeah, I know. You're one of those losers who goes to your hotel room once.
A loser?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Why is he a loser? Wait, what? That was hostile, bro.
It's unfortunate.
Big ass
Don't worry.
Loser.
We all got a little loser in us. It's fine.
Ew,
Now,
what?
ironically enough, the person
yo,
who
what do you
called
mean by
everyone
that?
a loser was the one and only
Everyone.
Mr. McDareth. McDareth, you want to explain yourself for the audience?
I mean, if it stays in, during the pre-show, my entire point, basically, okay, I'll say what I said, was that if you're going to a tournament and like you just end up watching the finals in your room, why are you even at the tournament?
Okay.
Little loser behavior.
Now consider this, right? Consider I played in the tournament, all right? I lost, and now I want to chill in my room.
Yeah, but half the joy of, I don't know. To me, half the
it's
joy
just
of going to
crazy.
the
I'm
tournament.
like McDareth staying in my room thinking I'm a loser the whole fucking time. Like, this
Right.
shit crazy
That's
to me.
really different. Like, it's
Yeah,
really different.
it's loser
That shit doesn't
behavior
make
though.
Like, it's
sense,
really
bro.
different.
Being
Like,
broke
it's
is
really
loser
different.
behavior.
Like, if you're in fucking, if you're at EVO,
I'm
which I've
paying
been
for the
to,
convenience. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I got my ass beat in my tournament, obviously, you know what I'm saying? The arena can't even fit every single person that's still there on Sunday. So I guess them niggas losers too. They couldn't get in. Like, this shit crazy, bro.
Yeah, they actually did lose. You lost the seat. Loser.
Maybe they didn't want to see.
This is just wild to me. This feels like me unchained. This entire conversation feels like me on an off
This is
day.
not even Unchained. What?
Well,
It's
I don't
just-
know,
it's
it feels
just,
like it a little bit.
I just said an opinion that I've had for ages, and it's just like,
It's too strong.
All right,
Said it
well,
out
then
loud.
I guess
No,
McDareth
this
has had the
is great.
opinion that
That's not
Tito's a
even an
loser.
opinion.
Tito, I'm going to
No,
introduce you
no.
as
Here's the
loser
thing, right?
behavior
Here's
Tito.
the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? If I'm a loser, right, then everybody who's never seen a concert of a person they listen to on their iPod or whatever the fuck is also a loser. Yes, it
it's
is.
not. It's not
Yes, it
equivalent.
is.
It's
Because
not the
if
same.
I-
It's not
If
the
you
same.
bought
Look,
ticket to a
yes, it is.
concert and then sat in your room instead of going to the concert, that would be the same thing.
but he
But
didn't-
you
but
not
I
going to a
went.
concert ever, it's
But I went,
different.
though.
It's
But I went,
literally
though.
not the
But I
same.
went,
But it's
though.
not the same.
But I went,
It's
though.
literally
But
not
I
the
went,
same.
though.
Even if it's not the
You
same.
can try your false equivalence. It's not the same.
Either way, the
No, no,
opinion
but I
is
went,
already done. Like, it doesn't make any sense,
Like-
bro.
Like if I go to I've gone to EVO, I've gone to CEO, I've gone to SmashCon, I've gone to more tournaments than like 90% of people. So if I'm going there, and I'm usually commentating or TOing. So after all of that, man, finals is here, bro. I'm about to chill in my room. I guess I'm a fucking loser?
Yeah, unfortunate.
You're sick in the head.
Nah, that's crazy.
You're sick
Unlucky,
in the head.
bro.
That's
You're
insane.
a loser for that.
Maybe next
You're a
time.
loser.
Nah.
This is, to me, like I have no stake in this fight. Normally, I would be on one side or the other. I'm just like sitting back and listening. All I know is that a observer from the outside, all right, there is only one person in this conversation that when we all had dinner in person a couple months ago, asked when my girlfriend said, "Oh, why aren't any of
Bro,
you guys
you're still
talking?"
bringing that
said,
up. It was a fucking
Bro,
joke.
you
No, you're still bringing this up. It was a joke.
You said it
was
did not
not a
come
joke.
off as a joke.
It
You
was a
literally-
joke,
there
bro.
was evidence. We sat there, and you went, "I can't talk because stranger danger." That's
I said
literally what you
stranger
said.
danger as a joke, and you're still saying this like it's verbatim.
It didn't.
My word.
Danger.
All I know, I'm speaking my truth. When I was sitting there, it didn't sound like a joke. It
That's
seemed like you
unfortunate,
were
but
actually.
it was meant to be a joke. I know I'm a very serious
Worried
person,
that
so
the
maybe it's hard to
strangers-
tell when I'm joking, but that
But
wasn't
you're
a joke.
definitely not serious today.
You're not
definitely
serious in the slightest.
Oh, I'm
bro.
serious.
That's not even a thing.
No, I'm
I
pretty
hope
serious.
Not. I hope not.
Someone who
Not
is
super serious, but I'm serious.
Someone who is serious about his love for Xenoblade is Coast. What's up, Coast?
I may be very serious about my love for Xenoblade. By the way, if you haven't already played the game, Xenoblade 3 is currently on sale on Nintendo eShop. Go check it out right now. Buy that game. Play it. It's the best game ever made. But I'm currently on my Baldur's Gate 3 grind right now because that is the game of the year. There's too many games to play. Maybe I'm just a loser, bro.
It would be. Well, someone else who's on his grind right now, he's grinding up some drugs. We got Ricky Cocaine. What's up, Ricky?
Good call, good call. I don't know
Huh?
what the hell's going
That
on
shit was
here,
weak as
but,
fuck, bro. Run it back, bro. Introduce him again.
All right, dude,
All right,
do
so
it
once
again.
again,
God damn.
someone grinding up some drugs is the one and only Mr. Ricky Cocaine.
Ricky, go!
Let's get into this motherfucker since you guys want to fight so much. This is like Alabama all over again.
I don't want to fight
What
anyone.
happened in Alabama?
No one's over here fighting.
You ain't
What do you
seen the
mean by that?
memes on Twitter? You don't
memes?
What? You haven't been.
No, I want to know the actual Ricky story of what happened in Alabama. I don't want to know about a meme. I want to know what you've been up to.
I'm not. This isn't the place and time to talk about that right now. Can
That's
can
loser
save it
behavior,
for-
bro. I don't know why you're not sharing this.
Motherfucker. You
It's
brought it
loser
up, bro.
behavior, bro. I don't
You're the
know,
one that
man.
brought it
You
up.
brought it up.
I'm just tired of talking about. Okay, fuck y'all niggas. Okay.
I just like that. I love having that music in the background because when it gets silent, you just have this awkward silence with the Sonic music. It's so good. All right, but we do have a lot to go over.
This is Street Fighter
Thi-
music.
Well, it sounds like Sonic music. I can't tell the difference. I'm on loser behavior right now. So anyway, we have a lot of stuff to go over. Let's start by talking about EVO. Because I feel like, a lot of people don't expect us to talk about EVO when there's not Smash Brothers there. But
That's
a
good.
lot of cool stuff happened at EVO. Actually, not a lot of cool stuff, but some cool stuff happened. There were some good matches.
No, a good amount of cool stuff.
It was
Bro,
enjoyable.
a lot of
It was a good amount of
the
cool
games
stuff.
when like
Yeah.
the finals were crazy of like pretty
Yeah,
much every
finals
game.
were
So what did you guys end up watching?
I watched everything.
I watched everything.
I watched everything, but not really. Like I only paid attention to Guilty Gear and Street Fighter.
I really only watched Fighters, and then like everything that, like I was in and out for most of that day. I caught like most of Marvel, and then I kind of just fell asleep during Tekken, and then I started watching again afterwards.
Street Fighter was really fun. Like, I didn't
Very
really pay
good.
attention to any other one except for Street Fighter, and I do not normally watch Street Fighter, but that was an excellent tournament.
Yeah, I kind of
A lot
want
of
to.
really good.
3-2s.
I want to talk about one thing that we talked about this when we played the beta. When I mentioned like what makes successful fighting games. Fighting games are really weird, specifically because they have to be good to play, but have to be even better to watch. Because they're already niche. So in order for them to be successful financially, they need to be palatable to people who are watching, and really easily able to understand. The thing about Street Fighter V is that the game was kind of ugly and it was kind of barren, but Street Fighter VI, it's so visually stunning. Like in terms of a fighting game, maybe not by industry standards, but for a fighting game, it looks incredible. And the game is really easy to understand, even at high level. Like, because there were amazing casters throughout the entire thing. The commentary was great throughout the entire event. But also, even without them, if you were to watch it on mute for some reason, the game's still easy to understand and digest figure out what is happening. And I think that's really, really important when watching a fighting games. So I think Street Fighter 6 is just,
Dude,
it's
Guilty
so good.
Gear's commentary was so good.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best for this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just on a technical level or hype or like what made
Just
it so good?
all around. It was just
Ringe is really good.
yeah, he's really
Yeah,
good.
the other guy's really good too. I like him, but Ringe is crazy good.
He knows how to hold someone's attention and then keep it and bring hype along with it as well. Very, very good.
Speaking of commentators at EVO, shout out to Virum. He's not here right now, but shout out to Virum.
True.
Absolutely 8-hour block, right?
He might come in later, maybe.
Yeah, he was commentating some Granblue Rises, Granblue Fantasy, whatever the fuck that shit called, whatever.
Yeah, versus Rising.
Yeah.
I will
So
say,
what's the Fall Guys shit that's happening with that?
Fall
Lobby,
Guys.
see that?
Lobby has Fall Guys.
Yeah, it's just like for their like single player ish thing. They have like a bunch of like mini games, and one of them they're kind of Fall Guys ish in a way.
See,
yeah.
I like Granblue because I like to support Virum, but I will say that Granblue hurt me the most this weekend because when Marvel happened, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching
Yeah,
the
I felt
tournament, and
bad
they
for
say we have a special announcement right after Marvel, and everyone's getting excited, and I'm sitting there with my camera on, sitting like a little goofball, waiting for them to announce something Marvel related, and then that guy comes on stage and shows off something related to Granblue. My heart sank.
Yeah, the second they announced, well, they tweeted that Granblue's coming up soon from their Twitter. So I was like, oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was
I feel like
unfortunate.
that was a cool little trailer, but like I feel like it should have not been placed there.
Well, something was
a
getting
lot of-
placed there. They just
honestly,
needed
I
to
feel like-
do it a little better to make you understand it wasn't going to be Marvel.
I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, or if you disagree, I should say, because I know I'm not wrong, is I feel like announcement-wise this year, it was kind of underwhelming. Comparatively.
I told you
Most
guys
EVOs
there
was
was not going to be anything huge at EVO this year.
But even if there was something like, for Street Fighter, for example, like I get Aki's the new character. I understand we needed to see her. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing was all right. But like Tekken, the new girl seems cool, the coffee girl. She seems all right, and like Raven coming back is nice, but I don't know. I fully thought there was going to be a guest character at this thing, like some hype.
No, Harada already
guest
said
character.
that they're not doing guest characters until after the game launches.
The fucking shit with Ono coming on stage and baiting
that was funny.
Street Fighter Second thing, super funny.
Yeah, and then
I thought we
I
had.
don't know. Everything just seemed
That's-
kind of
had
like
okay.
predictions.
mid-level to me. Yeah.
What predictions of what?
I thought we had predictions going in Evo about like what announcements were going to happen.
We thought it was.
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
we
good.
did.
Yeah.
Did any
Yeah,
of them
we
come
did.
true? I don't think so. I don't think we guessed a single one.
we all kind of knew there was going to be a Street Fighter character like reveal. We kind of already knew, but we already knew that.
Was there
Yeah.
really anything Project L related at all?
No,
like, did
yes,
I miss it?
Yes.
What
yes.
happened?
There was a whole bunch
Well,
of gameplay.
They
there.
released. Well, they had a demo, obviously playable that we know, and they dropped it before the event. That's probably why. I guess you can count it because it was on
You mean the
Thursday.
trailer with
They
where it's
dropped-
like the
they-
four
yes,
people
they-
playing
They,
together.
well, they
showed
released
Yasuo.
Yasuo.
Yeah,
They showed
no,
Yasuo.
that was on Friday.
Yeah. Friday. Excuse me. Thank you. And like,
Okay.
we talked about this earlier, but like, I was 100% certain Yasuo was going to be in the game, and he's going to be Virgil. I said that literally when they announced the game. I said Yasuo's Virgil, and of course he's Virgil, but he's Virgil on crack. So, like,
He's actually insanely.
he's actually
cracked
fucking
out.
broken. Like, I was
Yeah.
watching a bunch of gameplay today, actually, on my lunch break. Yo, he was playing. They were playing like Yasuo Darius or Yasuo Ari. Like, this is like he's different, bro. He's really, really different. The game is not balanced. Not yet. But I guess, do you count that? I mean, I count
Yeah, I
that.
mean, I'll count that. That's fine.
I mean, if you
Oh,
have
but
proof,
I
don't-
think
don't remember
compared
you
to
ever
like
saying that.
the other Evos, we already know all the games in production. Like I think before you would get some game that's coming out that you haven't heard of. Yeah, that's really exciting. But it's
I mean,
now
Fatal
it's
Fury
just
looked
like
cool. The Fatal
Yeah, we
Fury
got-
City of the Wolves thing. That
we got
seemed all right.
gameplay of the new Fatal Fury, and that's cool. But that's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the newest thing is that everything else we already know about. So we're just getting like characters or
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I don't know. I felt like I wanted nothing. Like there were cool announcements, but it just didn't feel to me like there was a super hype, like jaw dropping announcement. It was all like fine.
Yes, there
stuff.
was. What are you talking about? Yes,
What
there
was
was.
the jaw dropping one? What was
Evo
that?
Day, baby.
Evo Day.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
right.
not the
Right,
key
right.
to the city and
No,
stuff. That
that's-
is
no, that's
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
That's
That's
right.
crazy. That's crazy. Like I said it in the when we were watching it. Like those two guys. If those people don't know who those two guys are, I can make the argument they're the most two important people in the history of fighting games ever.
100%.
Like
Oh, of
and
course,
it's not even
yeah.
close. They
brothers,
fucking,
naturally.
They made
Yeah,
fucking
the Cannon brothers.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Cannon brothers made they made GGPO. Okay, they started Evo. They were on the Marvel team, I'm pretty sure, and they're on the Project L team. Like it's not close. And like now, like I'm just happy to see people like that get their respect and their due because I feel like a lot of times we focus on, rightfully so, but players and commentators, people who are more community facing and not dev facing.
Yeah.
these guys are the most important two people in fighting games ever. I don't want to hear a conversation because without them, you don't have Marvel, you don't have Project L, fuck it, you don't have EVO, and you don't have rollback. So like it's different. Like it's different.
I will say this though. I think in terms of, because obviously they brought them out and then they were talking about the how there's going to be 3 EVOs next year. I'm going to make a hard read. I do not think it's Europe.
I agree.
I think it's going to be Dubai.
Oh.
Yeah, most likely.
I kind of agree with that too.
Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, Europe. First off, there's a lot of players who are in Dubai. Second off, that is a place that will pay them to go and have the event there.
That's why it would be in
which
Dubai,
is a huge part of it. And obviously, again, it's a location that's not Japan and the United States. So I don't actually think it's going to be Europe. I think it's going to be Dubai.
And there's a huge player base there as well, by the way.
Yeah,
they're enormous. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's a huge fighting game player base there. Doesn't the guy who bought SNK lives in Dubai, doesn't he?
That I don't know about.
I don't know.
Some oil
so that's
barons
why they
kid?
don't have financial issues anymore. Okay.
Yeah, SNK was like completely acquired a couple of years back. But I think that's what they're going to end up doing is they're going to do it in Dubai.
But EVO was really good. I mean, I said this going in, and I still kind of believe it, that this EVO is going to be good. But 2024's EVOs and 2025 EVO are going to be twice or 3 times as good. Like, it's going to be better. You're going to have Tekken 8. You're going to have Street Fighter 6 as well. You're probably by then going to have either, the full version of Guilty Gear, or they're going to announce like Guilty Gear Savior Rebellion XR Ultra Max, whatever the fuck they're going to call it. And then likely, I mean, they're probably going to have, I would be shocked, honestly, if Project L wasn't at EVO and also didn't have its own worlds. Like, I think they're just going to lock it into everything else. But
would it be part of, I am not familiar with League of Legends, so excuse the ignorance, but like,
oh no, it would not be part of the
lead
league circuit. No.
Okay.
No,
They would try to make it separate, like how they do with Valorant. So Valorant has its own circuit that's going on, and it's separate.
Got it.
It's not. It doesn't.
Because
run
like obviously
with
Worlds is coming up. Well, yeah, exactly. And so like with Pokemon Worlds, you've got like Unite and Go and VGC and TCG are all at that one thing. So I just assumed it was like everything under that umbrella would be there.
No, that's just because Pokemon Company is not so great at running anything but their own event. So they just throw everything in there.
Got him.
No, I think they're gonna do, like, I think this is gonna be one of those things where they're gonna run like a small, like, invitational or point, type worlds that people can watch and spectate, like not open bracket, like for Worlds, and then but you will be able to win a seat or 2 at EVO. Like, that sounds like a thing they would do. Like, you enter EVO, if you get top 6, you're automatically qualified for Project L Worlds type shit.
Yeah, they're probably like seed points in normal FGC events, that kind of stuff.
Did any of you guys watch Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched Marvel.
I watched it.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun actually. I like the fact there wasn't a Phoenix.
Every fucking, I swear, every finals was like a mirror match, wasn't it?
I like fun. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone except Guilty Gear and Street Fighter.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
No, KOF. Technically.
Now that's a
KOF. They had one character that was different.
Yes, one character was different. Yes.
Yeah.
The mirror match thing is a symptom of like top tiers, right?
Zero May Cry is broken.
Yeah. Shofu was saying that.
Zero May Cry is but the thing is too, it's like it was for someone who's been watching Marvel for what feels like 45 years now. It was so funny to see people who don't watch that much Marvel watch it, because you get to experience all the stages of like meta and grief when watching that top 6, because you have Kane Blue River, who is the only player on Earth who can make a team like that work, and with these characters who are traditionally considered like not S tier or top tier for that matter. I mean, Hulk is good, but he's not, Virgil, Dante, etc.
No, he fucking made that team, man.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like you see everyone's like, "Yo, Hulk is so hype, Hulk is so," and then you see what people are known to be like, yes, Zero May Cry. Yes, yes. Lightning loops. Watch this movie real quick. Like, and then you just get to see like the entirety of, as someone who's been watching the game forever, of what I love about that game, because at the highest level, like, to me, it's just about, okay, so like, who's gonna win neutral once? Like, Who's gonna win?
So that's what makes it
Dude, that's what's
problematic.
funny too, bro.
I like
Because I was
that.
like, with the chat up while watching Evo in Strive, there's so many people who were like, "Oh my god, you get hit once and it's over," and it's like, bro, have these guys watched Marvel, man?
Did you watch Marvel?
Literally how it
Okay,
always is. Yeah.
okay.
No, but in Marvel,
But
it
you
takes
have to
5 minutes
understand
for
it.
somebody to die. In Strive, you get hit and you're dead already.
That's fair.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
least you
Strive
can
is
watch
like-
people play. You can watch at least one
Yeah, they
person
get-
play
they-
a game for a second. Like,
They shit out damage in Strive, so like it makes sense, but like it's still the same.
not for the
case with
spectator
getting hit
though.
like
For the
that.
spectator, at least, like I said, at least you can watch the guy that got the hit do some shit for a while. Like it's a long ass combos. You know, it's some execution in there. If I hit you, if I get a counter hit with Soul Bad Guy, it's Strive 60-70% of your health is gone, bro. Immediately.
Yeah.
Shit is insane.
I'm not gonna lie. I know Roger, you said that you're glad there wasn't a Phoenix. I was like, man, I want a Phoenix. I want a Morrigan. I want
Yeah,
a
right.
Dormammu. Like
Morgan
I
would
want,
have been cool. I never have a problem with Morgan. It's literally just
like
Phoenix.
I want people to experience Marvel 3 at its most oppressive. That's what I want.
See, to me, I also like Marvel 3 is fine, but also to me, as somebody who grew up with Marvel 2 and who loves
Yes.
Marvel 2 is probably like top 25 favorite video games of all time for me. I love that game, and I don't know. I was just hoping and praying, even if it was copium, that there would be something Marvel 2 related at this, or like I would have loved to have seen an Evo with Marvel 2 at it, especially if Yipes was commentating. Like that would have actually been an amazing moment.
Yeah.
That would have been so cool. And so I think the fact that they kind of bypassed that, I don't know. It not to say Marvel 3 isn't hype. It's fun sometimes, but I feel like Marvel 2, because of the nostalgia, because of the characters that are in it, I find it to be a more enjoyable game to both play and to watch.
Yeah,
And
but
so
at
I
the
just
same
want that
time,
game to
too,
come back in
Roger,
some capacity,
Marvel 2,
man.
Marvel 2 is even more top heavy than Marvel
Yeah.
3. Like
No,
Marvel
I know
2,
for sure.
like if you want, like I think Marvel 3 has a lot more. Like I don't think I know. It just has more character diversity. Like you're seeing, like in winner's semis, I think it was Terminator, because his team is Nova, Spencer, Doom, I think.
That sounds
So,
right. Yeah.
so it's like, and then he's going against Granblue River, who's playing BigBody.exe. Like, so it's like you're never gonna see a fucking Hayato, Amingo, Bontron team like on Marvel 2, because some of those characters are just, they literally don't work.
I just
is
like the
unfortunate.
versus games, man. It's just like even removing Marvel from it, I feel like I like SNK versus Capcom. It's fun. I like Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Those I feel like, and this could again just be me, but I feel like Street Fighter is doing very well for Capcom right now, and my concern is that because of that, versus is probably not going to come back in any meaningful capacity outside of maybe a re-release every once in a while.
I feel like it just needs someone at Capcom who wants to see it happen. I feel like, because the thing is, Soul Calibur is kind of in the same vein where like Soul Calibur doesn't really get much love because Tekken always sells, and Soul Calibur does not sell
Sure.
much as Tekken, especially now. So like you just need someone to be at Namco Bandai who wants to make a Soul Calibur game.
Soul Calibur to me, though, I feel like dating back even to the very first one, comes off as a series. Not to say, obviously, there's not like a fighting game community around it. Like, of course, there's people who love Soul Calibur, but I feel like for me, Soul Calibur, a lot of the time, has been like almost like a tech demo Marvel kind of game. I don't mean like Marvel is in the company Marvel. I mean like you're marveling at the graphics. Or like you look back to the original Soul Calibur, even the ones that were on like 360 where you had Yoda and Darth Vader and stuff. Like those games at the time looked visually incredible. And so I feel like all it takes is for a new system to come out and for them to be like, we want to showcase, our new visual style or our new engine or whatever. We're going to make a Soul Calibur game. So I feel like it's much more likely that Soul Calibur comes back, whereas like Marvel, it's kind of in this weird place where they
I
need to have a
hope I
reason
hope
to do
you're
it. Or
right,
someone like-
right?
Yeah.
Because apparently the person who led Soul Calibur 6 did so with like the belief that he could make it really successful. It didn't get that successful, and he left the company because of
It
it.
came out at a weird time, though. That game also, like Soul Calibur 6, if I'm remembering correctly, came out at a bizarre time. It didn't come out at the launch of a system. It didn't come out like at a time where it was needed. Is the difference? I feel like a lot of the time, Soul Calibur
yeah,
games
but like
come
they were
out at the
also
right
they were
time.
still working on Tekken 7 and Pokken,
Right.
and
Right,
then after
right.
those were done, then they went and did Soul Calibur.
Yes,
so yeah, it was
correct.
kind
Soul
of
Calibur
So it's-
came
yeah,
out-
exactly.
Soul Calibur 6 came out in 2018. I believe it was like October, early October, late October.
Also, right before Smash Brothers, literally
Came
like
out
2 months
right
before
Smash Brothers,
which
actually.
Namco was also working on.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's
like
it was just a weird time.
As someone whose main, my main game is Soul Calibur. That's my first fighting game. It's the game I'm
Who's
the
your
most
main?
competitive. I play Maxi in that game, or I play
All right,
Keelan,
right on.
depending. Like it's the game that I'm not good at most fighting games because it takes me a while. But Soul Calibur, I'm playing so long, it's the one game I can say I'm nice at. That game does not do well, so it just has a habitual habit of just this game is releasing at a time when no one's gonna buy it. It's kind of like Horizon, in that way, where it just like releases at a time where no one's gonna play that shit. That shit's tough, but it's good. You know what else is good?
What else is good, bro?
Pokemon Sleep is pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm playing that
I still need
shit
to
for
get
a
on
while.
that shit.
I'm
I've
serious,
actually
bro.
also been playing Pokemon Sleep. I'm enjoying it.
Let's talk about it. Can we talk about it real quick?
Yeah.
I've been playing that
Yeah.
shit, so.
And it's been
I've
out
also
for like
been
2
playing
weeks
it.
at this point. I feel like what's the rarest thing you got so far?
So I have a shiny Sudowoodo and a shiny Slackoff. I got the shiny Sudowoodo on like the second day and the shiny Slackoff on like the fourth day. And then I got like a Slowbro there or some shit like that. Not the Shofu Sleeps.
don't
I
have anything
believe
like
I was
super
reading though
shiny.
that the shiny rates are increased for this game, obviously.
Oh,
But,
are
like,
they?
they're like, yeah, that's what I read. I could be wrong, but that's kind of what I read. But
Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far though. It's fun to just check in the morning and feed throughout the day your little Snorlax and give him his bonuses, and then wake up in the morning and see what new little Pokemon you got. It's fun. I'm at a point now where like we're 2 weeks
Is it
in though.
essentially just a collection game?
Yeah. You just go to sleep and then you wake up and then 5 little Pokemon show up and then you could make them your friends and you give them berries or whatever and you fill up your Pokedex. Shout out, by the way, to Virum, who's joining us right before his flight. Hello, Virum. Welcome.
Yo, I'm alive. I'm at the hotel lobby, just
yes,
relaxing.
sir.
Congratulations,
Lloyd-
by the way. You did a fantastic
How
job
was your
commentating.
EVO experience?
It was very good. It was great to see a load of people here. It was incredible how loaded the convention hall was, and all the games were cool. The finals were great. It was a good fun time.
Which
Was there a
which
head count
finals
of
were
how
you
many
able to
people were
watch?
actually there?
So I watched I watched all of them except the Tekken final. Well, I watched all the Sunday ones except the Tekken finals. I didn't watch the only Saturday ones I watched were the Granblue and Dragon Ball ones, but I still watch a good chunk of them.
Sorry,
And
Ricky, you were saying something.
in terms of head counts, the total attendee number was over 27,000.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh.
Yeah,
Okay, that's kind of crazy.
Bro, I need to go to EVO, man.
it was
never
insane
been
this year.
Evo was fun. It's just you have to be, not you specifically, but this is my warning to anyone going to Evo, CEO, any of these big ass shits. Yo, don't be ashamed, bro. Mask up, bro. The vid is real, bro.
Oh yeah, don't get
And the,
right.
and the con flu,
Yeah, that's-
and the
yeah,
flu
yeah.
con, FluCon is real. You don't want to attend that, bro. You don't want to leave Evo and go to FluCon. You really don't. So just mask up, bro.
I
Another
will
reason
also
why I
say-
watch finals in my room.
Like I also really think this about Evo specifically, because I go to a lot of conventions, obviously, anime conventions, game conventions, whatever. But I feel like Evo consistently has one of the best artist alleys as well. Like there's always cool stuff at the artist alleys. I remember the first one that I went to, there was a booth where they were making like actual stamps, like classic stamps for letters, and it was Monster Hunter themed, where it's like the little mission complete, mission accomplished, and the whole booth at this artist alley was just selling these really cute little designer Monster Hunter stamps, and there's always neat stuff like that. I think a lot of the artists that are there are like on their A game, and they bring some really good stuff. There's always cool pins and all kinds of things.
Bro,
So,
it's not even it's that, and plus like I remember in 2019, like I brought like 2 really old broken controllers, and they have booths there that are like, you pay $20 and they'll fix it for
they'll
you.
fix
You
them
drop it
for
off,
sure.
You drop it off, and he'll be like, all right, bro, just pop by on Saturday at some point, and you pop by and you fix it. He tests it, good, gone. Like it's like anything. If you are at all into or about curious or like serious,
that's
and
awesome.
serious is like very like loosely, like if you're into fighting games, you got to go to EVO once.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
just like
Yep.
once.
Yeah.
I'm just
which
really.
event
I
had
thought
the
you.
most?
Oh, go ahead,
Which,
Ricky.
which event?
I was gonna say which
Street
event
Fighter.
had the most like
Street Fighter.
energy.
Oh, most energy.
because he was there. Yeah.
So in terms of energy, it was Marvel until it reached the end,
Yeah.
where Grand Finals was
Where
Zero
it
May
was-
Primaries, and then of course, like as the cherry on top, they revealed Granblue stuff instead of Marvel stuff.
Oh,
which
we were
was
just talking
kinda
about
tragic.
that before you came in. Yeah.
Yeah. Aside from that, it had to be Street Fighter. Literally the entire arena was completely full. There were no
Yeah.
seats. I went in there a little late, and I was standing for most of the time because
Hey, you think you would have
there
been
were
more
just
comfortable
no
in the room
seats.
sitting down watching it on TV?
He traveled from
Maybe,
London.
maybe. But
No, I will say
I
that
wouldn't have
Virum
been-
is
I
my
wouldn't have been
boy.
able
He
to
stayed at
absorb
my
that
house,
energy.
damn it. But I will say this: if he went to EVO from London and watched that shit
he's
in the
not a
room,
loser because he came from
loser.
London,
Oh,
right?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, loser. I
No,
would
no,
still
no.
call him a loser if he watched
Okay,
that shit in the
Virum,
room,
let me
especially when he
ask you
came
a
from
Bro,
London.
it's just,
Nah.
it's just
No,
like,
no, no,
I
let me
just,
ask you
I
a
got,
question.
you just have the
Let
worst
me-
opinions ever, bro. Like, it
Let me
makes
ask
no
you a
sense,
question.
bro.
Let me ask you a question.
It's
real
no,
quick, bro.
no reasonable person has this
I will
opinion.
say
It
with my
doesn't make
old
any
chest.
sense,
I
Mr.
got
Derek.
you.
I have
Yeah.
friends. I have friends. I'm going to SmashCon. My friends like doing that at
It
SmashCon
doesn't-
too. It's
it's
fine. They
too
can do it.
strong,
Still
bro.
seems like loser behavior
It's
to
too
me.
Let me
strong.
ask
But
you
it's
Like,
okay.
bro.
like surely you
They can
could
do it.
Sure, okay, imagine the situation, right? Imagine the situation. I'm in Vegas for 2 fucking days. It's 1,000 degrees outside. I'm walking around getting food. I'm fucking hot. It's exhausted. I can't chill, bro. Like, what? Surely
No,
you
Virum,
can
let me ask you-
understand
Let me ask
this.
you-
Commentating the
I
whole
would-
weekend
let me ask
too.
you a question,
If we
bro,
get
Virum.
specific,
If you want to do
Go
it,
on,
it's
Tito, go on.
fine.
No.
But to me,
But calling
Virum,
it
Virum,
loser
Virum,
it's a
behavior,
little loser
that's
behavior.
too
Virum
strong,
is
bro.
a
Makes no
third party.
sense.
Virum is a third party. Let's ask him a question. Virum, you've been with me at events, right?
I have,
We're
yes.
chilling, right? We've hung out. You know, you're really my boy for real. Fuck this internet shit. You're really my dog for real. Okay, right? It's top 8 at EVO or CEO or any of these places, bro. You know me. I'm just taking me. Use me specifically as an example. I'm outside. I'm there all the time. I'm at the con. I'm playing friendlies. I'm commentating. I'm running pools. I'm doing whatever. Top 8 rolls around. Damn, bro. I'm kind of trying to chill, just watch this top 8. I go back to my room and watch top 8. My question to you.
Hold
is if I were to
on,
watch-
Tito. Hold on, Tito. Your room,
Okay.
right, where you can leave
Yes,
as you
yes.
want and come as you want. Pause.
Correct.
You can go to the bathroom as you please. You don't have to wait for a
Correct.
crowd. I can
Correct.
go eat whenever the fuck I want. I can do
Correct.
whatever.
All
It's
over the
it's
place.
convenient, bro. Like,
Now,
what?
my question to you, Virum, is: would you, I don't know, could call the person who might partake in those types of activities, given that time frame, I don't know, a loser? Would you use that word, Virum?
That's
and you
such
can be
a
honest
strong
here.
word.
No,
to
you
use.
can no. Let him answer. Would you use that word? Is my question.
In this particular case, no, I wouldn't call
Oh,
you a
okay,
loser.
okay.
You do what you want.
Oh, crazy how that works, right? All right,
Yeah,
cool.
you can do what you want.
All right, cool.
I find it to be loser behavior. You can do what you
Bro,
want, though.
stop
It's
it, bro.
he's just.
That's like you surely must be able to see the other side of this.
What? This is.
You have to
I
understand,
got
like
into this. I like
110%. I
this.
get
need-
why
I need-
people do this.
But
Okay,
why does it make
but
you
to
a
me,
loser to do that?
to me, it's loser behavior. You
But
can do it if you
why?
want to, though.
But why
But
though?
why?
I have explained. I have said why so many
No,
times.
no,
like,
no,
what do
no,
you?
no.
I
You
have not
explain
got
it-
a satisfactory explanation.
Yes.
Because okay, hold up. If I'm explaining it, but you don't like what I'm explaining, doesn't mean I haven't explained it.
See, I don't understand why. Look, I
just haven't-
am a logical human being. If you explain it in a way that makes sense, I will have nothing else to say to you, bro. At all, I promise you. Nothing you have said has made any sense yet. So I'm trying to figure this out. Why am I a loser for not wanting to go watch EVO and wanting to chill in my room instead? What exactly about that makes me a loser? Or is loser behavior?
EVO is a different case, partially because you have to pay for the ticket. So I could see someone not wanting to pay to go to Mandalay Bay. That I can
Then that
understand.
alone negates
Yeah,
everything
go
you
to the cafe.
said.
No, but if you're at a different tournament and the grand finals
What?
going on,
That
and
was
you
a
can be
di-
in the room,
What?
and all the like. To me, the part of the joy of the tournament is that if you're watching it live,
You
being
just
in the
said
crowd,
it to
getting
you.
the reactions.
To you, right? To you.
Yes.
Okay.
And the loser behavior thing is my opinion.
So everybody
If
else
you
is
don't-
not doing
if
what
you don't
you're
feel
doing.
that
Is a
way,
loser? Like what?
if you don't feel that way, you're good.
I just
Live your
really
life.
like. What are we really talking about right now?
All I know, I need to address this because I find this to be so funny. Is someone in the chat said, "In this town we double down," and that is just
That's
one of
fact.
the
It's just that's what he's
biggest
doing. That's what he's doing.
Why would you
Doubling
go to an
down.
event and not watch it? Because you're participating in the event. If it's a tournament, and I went to play in the tournament, why do I also need to
I
be
will
in the
say,
group
though,
for
I
grand
will say,
finals? I lost. I'm gonna go do some other shit.
To somewhat not make McDarrett feel like he's by himself. And
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
like,
agree.
I'm good. I've been in this spot before, Roger. I'm good.
I know. But I don't agree, obviously, that like if
Look,
you just sit in your
It's
room
the
and watch it, you're a
wording I
loser.
have an issue
However,
with. Loser is a
yeah.
strong word to
Because
say
I
in this
think-
situation. That's the
I
only
really
problem
don't
I
think.
have.
I think
I
there's a
think
situation-
loser is
I
really
definitely-
not that strong a word.
What?
Like, at all.
Okay, McDarrett,
That
to be
word
fair-
is so
definition
What
of
do you
loser?
mean?
Like,
That's
To be
like,
fair,
can
make
we
it
be
right.
What is the
reasonable for
definition
1
of loser?
second?
Wait, everyone,
that's what I
hold on.
don't. Maybe that's
To
where
be
the
fair-
confusion is.
Okay, time out. To be fair, okay, McDareth is the person who, when we started a members program, said we were scummy. So he does have a history of being
I said it
somewhat
felt like. I
alcoholic.
never said you were scummy. I said it felt like scummish
No,
behavior.
no.
Like, I never directly
These
called
words,
you scummy.
these words are
You-
too
you
strong, bro. It doesn't
definitely called
matter.
us- you
It's an
definitely
it's
said
an implication,
Shuffle,
obviously.
Roger and Tito are scummy. You did say that. Verbatim.
No, I
But
did.
however,
No, I
it's
did not.
neither
No,
here
no.
nor there.
Hold on.
It's neither here nor
I
there.
didn't
Don't
say
say
that.
that.
It's
I
neither here
didn't
nor
say
there.
Say that.
I did not say that
Okay.
verbatim.
Then
It is
what
neither
did
here
you
nor
say?
there.
Look, man.
I said locking
Said you're
certain
losers.
content behind. No, I said locking old VODs behind a paywall is kind of scummy. I never called you scummy. I
But
said
it's,
the act.
it's an implication. Why would I do that if I'm not scummy? Is doing some scummy shit not making me scummy?
No, the thing you're doing is scummy doesn't make you scum.
What?
There's a difference.
So what do scummy people do?
To be fair, you can do bad things.
No, absolutely.
Not
I'm
necessarily
saying
not be a bad
absolutely.
person.
I know that. I'm saying
Of
there's
course,
an
of
implication
course,
still
of
being
course, of
made.
course.
He didn't say anything else. Loser behavior. That's scummy. Like I need more context, dude.
But I will say, okay, so McDareth, because I somewhat understand where you are coming from slightly, though, in the sense that if you are at an event, right, and you are waiting to see your friends, and you haven't been hanging out the whole week, and you haven't been hanging out with them, and you just choose to go to the hotel the whole time, the whole event, and not see anybody, even though you're excited about going to go see your friends, I wouldn't say that's still loser behavior. I'd say that's somewhat antisocial, but I could understand the annoyance at it. I think it's just the way that it was worded that set the two of them off. Because I somewhat get what you're saying. If you're like, why would you pay to go to this event to go see a bunch of people and then not want to go see a bunch of people?
But that's not
Look,
what
my thing is
I
right.
know,
When
I know
let me
you're
break
not.
it down this way.
It's too
when
severe.
me and McDarrett go to a convention or a fucking event like EVO, we're not even having the same experience, bro. I'm over here in a crowd of people trying to get my autograph. I can't chill on Sunday. Like, what the fuck is that?
You know what? That part is fair though.
That is also true,
I can
too. I
see
feel
it,
like,
man.
yeah,
and,
when
to
you
a,
got,
and, to a, and to a lesser degree, I'm commentating and running pools. I'm tired. Virum,
I'm
I'm tired.
saying, bro.
And even to a lesser degree, I'm fat. My feet hurt, bro.
You're sitting down. What are you talking about? No, back up over there.
No,
You're
he's
gonna be sitting down the
He's
whole
talking
time.
about in general.
Hold up. He's spitting.
He's talking to.
oh my God.
No, obviously I
asked me
understand.
earlier, though.
I understand this is not that deep,
Yeah.
but for the content, right?
It's just, yes, it's
For
very
the
funny.
For the
content,
content,
very-
it's definitely
Very funny.
like I
will
said,
say
have
though, I will
any
say-
opinion you want. I just thought loser was a little too strong for that. That's all.
I used that word because that word did not seem strong at all to me.
You know
Do you,
who I would
do you think
call
it's a good
loser,
thing
though?
to be called
a
anything
very
that has to do
severe
with a
word.
loser,
It's a
bro?
very hostile word.
You know, when someone says, "Man, you're a
call you a
loser,"
loser
that
and
sounds
you
like
not
that
get
sounds so
insulted?
tame. No,
No. Nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to be a loser in any degree, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Don't challenge me. I'll tell.
Not to
sounds
mention,
is
not to
not
mention,
that
not to
serious
mention,
me
in my
at all.
like, from my perspective, right? I don't care what any man is doing enough to even have the opinion that they're doing some loser shit. If you want to stay in the room, okay, I'm gonna go to I'm not gonna call you.
No, that's what it is. I don't call him one. Like I literally said.
I know. You said loser
Okay, so
behavior. I know what you said.
No, not that. I literally said this, knowing that someone I'm going to SmashCon with is watching, so I won't be down there alone again. But it's fine. He can do what he wants. It's all good.
You could have just said it's lame as fuck. Like that would have been a
That's
little.
the same thing, bro.
It's the same
It's the
thing.
same thing. That's what I mean. Loser's not a serious word at all. It's literally the same.
You could have just.
It's the principle, bro. It's the principle.
You know what is the principle though? What the real principle is? You know what it is, Roger?
Well, I know.
Look, bro.
I
Hear
was
me
actually
out.
gonna
Hear me
go a
out. Hear me
different
out. Hear me out.
way.
Bro.
All right, go ahead.
Virum, are you here, bro? I need you to hear me out, bro.
I'm still here, bro. I'm still here.
Virum, I can fix her, bro.
Mhm.
I can fix her. Bro. I can do it.
No.
No, bro.
No.
Virum, Virum, I can fix her.
No, man.
Virum,
No.
Virum, hear me
You
out, right? I
can't,
can
you
fix her,
can't.
bro.
It's too late, bro. It's too
listen,
late.
okay?
It's
Look,
not worth it.
Once, you know what I'm saying? Like, once I fix her, that'll just, you know what I'm saying? It'll make it all better. You feel me? Like, it'll be
No,
all
bro,
good.
it's not worth it.
Yeah, you're
Bro,
right.
you
That
got the
character-
hot
that character- you're
Peruvian
right, that
Tekken lady
character about to
right
be-
there. Come on, man.
That character about to be dog shit. I'll tell you what.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on,
bro.
she was bobbing and
exactly
weaving.
what I'm saying.
She was bobbing and weaving.
I think that character about to
She
be
had
dog
ultra
shit.
instinct.
She was bobbing and weaving. She was ducking everything.
Hear me out, Shofu, right? Hear me out, bro. Capcom has a tradition with these types of characters, these wacky, Zamper-ass characters, okay? They got these weird-ass characters that have poison, they can't make these characters that strong on release. Because these types of characters in fighting games are notoriously either OD broken or completely ass backwards. Okay, it's one of the two. So they'll make this character mediocre on release.
I mean, did you hear all them side effects? She might be busted, bro.
I don't know, bro.
She had the fucking list of side effects and fucking infomercials be having in the.
Bro, but did you hear her? She got the One Piece laugh.
Yeah.
She said, she.
No. I literally thought that as I was watching the trailer that she's got the weird laugh. Do you know what really, really, really bothers me? And Ricky knows this because he knows my history.
Oh my gosh, I know where he's going.
Her hair, bro. I hate her hair.
No.
It's
Not even
PTSD.
Bro, when like her hair was fine in the concept art. And then when you see it here and it's like the weird
let me pull that
undercut,
up.
it is
Let me
disgusting,
pull that up.
bro. I don't want her near my milk in the slightest. She
What?
seems horrific.
What?
Why your milk? Come
What?
on.
There's a
Keep
story
her away
behind
from my
that.
milk. I don't want her bangs dropping
do
on
you
my
mean by
milk,
that?
man.
Oh,
It's
right.
disgusting.
Okay. This is back to the
Okay,
milk buddies.
That's what I'm saying.
I put in
Her hair
box.
looks the
Can't be
same.
my
Her hair
milk
looks the
buddy,
same.
bro.
Oh, that's
No,
a classic
It
story.
looks fine, normal.
It looks the
but
same,
when
bro.
No. It looks no. It does not look the same. Look at this. I'm gonna pause the trailer. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. If you go to the Aki teaser trailer, okay, and you pause at the 1 minute and 5 seconds
Bro,
mark,
you have the timestamp. You're sick, bro.
Make you want to
You're
I'm
sick.
Oh my goodness.
1 minute. Pull this up on stream.
You're
It makes me want to
sick,
puke.
bro.
It makes me actually want to puke. Please pull it up on stream. I beg of you.
1 minute 5 seconds, right?
It just looks like
1
an
minute and
umbrella.
5 seconds.
It's
It
not.
looks,
It's
no, it
not
looks
the
like
worst
a
hairstyle.
mushroom undercut makes me want It actually makes me want to vomit, bro.
What?
See what I'm saying, though? Okay, so you agree.
She got the bowl cut
She looks
crazy.
normal. She looks normal otherwise. It's just once you see this, once you see the underneath, it really makes me sick.
This,
I can't do it.
Why sick, bro?
It's how I feel. I can't help it. Same way McDermott thinks you're a loser, I'm made sick looking.
That's wild.
You know, I
McDermott
will
did
say,
not
I will
say
say that.
He said
I
he's
will
I
say-
will beat these
say-
allegations because that's not
I
what's
will,
fun.
I will say, you know, Shofu and I are definitely losers. But the thing that I want to say about this Aki is that the way she looks super weird. I don't know why, but it makes me really confident that Ed and Akuma are gonna look fucking dope. Like they're gonna look so crazy based off the concept art. And this is how it translates.
like they're being creative.
No, I just mean like if you take the concept art of Aki, right, and you put it to what she looks in game, if you kind of visualize kind of that sort of, kind of do a mental rendering of that, Ed and specifically Akuma is gonna look nuts. Akuma is gonna look crazy. But yeah, Aki
All
gonna
I'm
be
saying
ass.
is I hate her hair, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Here, I can fix her though.
No, you
Why do you
can't.
want
I
to?
can fix her.
Why do you want to fix her?
I'm not. I didn't say I want to. I just said I could. with a
Capcom
balance
actually
patch.
saw
Kill you,
most
bro.
people
With a
like
balance
Jerry.
Kill
With
you.
a balance patch.
And
Yeah,
went
that's what he's saying. He's
double
saying that
down on
character's
this
gonna be
girl.
so trash. He's gonna be able to fix that character.
That's what I'm saying.
There you go. I was gonna be like,
That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
Jerry.
You're not a
Jerry's cool.
developer, so you're not fixing.
No, but Jerry is the crazy girl, so they made Aki even crazier.
Jerry doesn't have a nasty undercut though, so she's fine.
That's crazy.
She's-
Yo, Jerry
she's-
does have that
Sound
sick ass
like that
costume
bad,
3 though.
There are
That's
people
coming
in
out.
real life with this hairstyle, Roger. Like, what? How do you feel
You
about
cooking
that?
all of them right now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's people who express
them.
themselves like this.
That's totally. They never need to be in my life ever. So what do I say?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I mean, that's his choice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Did y'all see
okay.
the new costumes coming out?
Yeah, the teen.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
No, you mean the ones they announced on Twitter, right?
Post is talking about the outfit threes for some
Yeah.
characters. You got like
Oh yeah.
Jury in this onesie. You got
The Guile.
Disco
the
DJ.
Guile.
Guile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
Guile
Guile,
looks really
costume.
cool.
So have you seen these?
Actually, I haven't
Yeah.
seen the Guile one. What's the Guile one?
Let me get the
Yo,
tweet.
drop that.
Yeah, I want to
The-
see these.
The Guile one is crazy.
The
bro.
guy one's
Hold
pretty
on.
good, yeah.
It says,
There was one
I
more.
like
It
I
was
like
the last
Jury's
one.
the most though. It's
Is that the-
Jury,
is that the
Guile,
onesie?
DJ.
Yeah. I think that costume is so dumb.
okay, here
Okay,
is
the thunder here is so loud, my house is shaking. So
here
I
is.
might.
oh
might
yeah, no,
disappear,
I'm dying. No,
but,
I'm dying. Oh wait, hold on. I'm dying. Yeah, there's a tornado over here on the whole ass East Coast.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, so here's
Seems like a
Guile.
good excuse to go to your hotel room then.
That's what I'm saying.
God don't
They
look
changed
like
up the
that.
iconic
But then,
hairstyle.
no, I should probably face
I like
tank
it.
it. Probably face
Even
tank.
for
I
a
don't wanna be
costume
loser.
though, Ricky.
Oh, okay.
So they change up hairstyles for these costumes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and they
like
got
both
the.
of these. Oh, that Marissa one. Shit, that's way better, bro. That's way cleaner. I like Marissa now.
She has a normal hairstyle.
All of these are amazing. I love all of these.
DJ's
Every
is
one of
fire
these.
too.
That is
DJ's
not
fire too.
normal. What are you talking about?
DJ's is fire
DJ
too.
one is. I love all.
They're
of these.
all
four
good.
of these are good. Yeah. I like every single
There's
one.
also a Jamie one, which isn't like officially there, but we know what it looks like based on World Tour. Let me
Do you
grab it
get
real
these
quick.
for
Yeah,
free
see if you can
have
find
the
that
deluxe
shit. I
edition
can't
or
find that
whatever, or do
shit.
you have to buy these?
It's probably gonna be you can get them with points from the single player, I imagine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this Jamie one's crazy.
Yeah, those are cool, man. I like that a lot.
Jamie's costume one's kind of trash. Anyone else agree? Any agreeers in chat?
His default?
Jamie, which one is that
Yeah,
one again?
his
Is it
default.
the
No.
green
One.
Sorry.
or the yellow one?
It's
Uh,
the
yellow one?
Yes, yes, the
He's
yellow
all
one.
yellow.
I don't fuck with that one yet.
I think
I
I
do
think
like
I just
the
think
red
all of
and
his
white one that
alternates
you're
are
showing
better.
right now. It looks
Literally
really
all of his
cool.
alternates
Yeah.
are better.
Are these officially revealed? They showed these at EVO?
They tweeted them out.
They showed them
Yeah.
before.
Oh, they're cool.
Yeah, that jury one is crazy.
Jerry is kind of clean.
Yeah, not gonna play that character though.
I still want Cammy's traditional hair with the new outfit. That's what I want.
There's a mod for that stuff surely somewhere.
It has to be. I've seen mods. Believe me, I've seen mods of this game. I've seen
I
a
know
lot of
you
mods.
have. I know you have, bro.
What do you mean?
Did you
by
guys
that?
hear about that with the tournament where the guy had like nude
Yes.
mods on or something? And they got
Yeah,
Yeah.
new Chun Li on. Yeah.
I knew that's what he meant by that. I knew that's what he meant by that.
I think the most unfortunate thing about that. So there were like articles written about that, and
Yeah.
a lot of like some of them blamed the player when it's not the fault of the player. It's the fault of the spectator.
Oh,
And like they even listed the player's name and stuff.
Oh,
So there was this kind of
that
whole
sucks.
thing where it's like, as you can imagine, the player was not happy at all.
Sure. What's the player's name? We should have him on the show. He'll be a good guest. I'm serious.
Pax is his tag. Pax is his tag. I think he's a UK Chun-Li player.
Bro, let's get Pax on. That'll be great. We'll talk Street Fighter. It'll be
Roger
good.
just wants to talk about fucking nude mods, bro.
No, I'm saying it's good content, bro. I think people would enjoy it. Wouldn't you want to talk to this person to see what that felt like going through that, where
I
everyone
don't
thought
give
this
a
dude was-
damn.
Oh my God. Heaven save us.
You know what I think some people do give a damn about, though, Coast?
Tell him.
Pokemon Presents tomorrow morning.
Hell yeah, brother.
Now,
We are
shut up,
getting a
McDarrett.
Pokemon Presents / direct type thing. They teased this with a little image of the Pokemon logo with the M flashing. It was purple. And apparently it's a pretty lengthy Pokemon Presents. It's something that's longer than their average Pokemon Presents. It's not just 20 minutes, about like 40 minutes or so. And there's going to be a lot of content in this. So what are the predictions? What do you guys think we're going to see in this Pokemon Presents?
I honestly don't know. Probably, well, surely a spin-off game of some sort. Obviously, we're gonna
I
see.
was told of some things that are going to be there via leaks, but I don't know if I 100% believe it.
I mean, obviously, I'm expecting to see the DLC again. But I mean, if they're doing one in August, like, there's probably some shit dropping like at the end of the year, next year, or something. I don't know.
But like some obvious stuff is obviously they showed Detective Pikachu Returns that last direct. We'll probably see that here.
Yes, sir.
We'll probably get, like you said, more DLC. We'll probably see stuff for the DLC, maybe a new Pokemon or two. That'll be kind of cool.
Unite stuff.
I think there's a likelihood that they shadow drop Pokemon Stadium 2 or Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Both of those were announced during Nintendo Directs like months ago, and
the
it seems like a
fucking-
nice thing that they could do. Yeah, they could
on
just
the
drop them.
on the Switch thing on the whatever
Yeah,
it's called.
Switch
Yeah,
Online.
so-
Yeah.
Dude,
Or they
I've been
could do-
wanting PS2 so bad.
PS2's fire.
Yeah, Pokemon Stadium 2 is great. But it seems likely because those are a couple games that were already announced that they still haven't brought to NSO. And I think a Shadow Drop would just be kind of cool doing it on a Tuesday and having people get those games. Also, they just did a content update for Game Boy NSO with the Oracle games, the Oracle Zelda games. So it kind of makes sense that they would update it again and put TCG in there. So I think that's a high likelihood.
Do you think it's too ambitious for them to put like the original versions, like the red,
I mean, they could. You know, they could definitely do that. I could see them doing that at some point.
This game that people can emulate on their phones. Yes, make people pay for it. Yes.
But I think I don't know. I do think people would like having Gen 1 and Gen 2 on their Switch just naturally.
Yeah, people just appreciate having official ways to play those games.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any problem with that.
I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad, or not mad, but I wouldn't be surprised at like definitely a couple mobile updates. Pokemon Go, we usually get those.
Yeah,
definitely
Masters.
and I wouldn't be surprised if we were like first event for Pokemon Sleep, like for some bullshit like that, like
a sleeping event.
Like
that's
a sleepover,
crazy.
like a sleep.
No,
like
like,
a Pokemon
no, like
sleepover?
an in-game
that
event.
would be cold.
A sleepover
be
would be
awesome.
so funny.
Yeah, so what
Their
you do,
Pokemon
right?
Go, dude. The Pokemon Go events, how they have like meetups and shit, would just literally be sleepovers for Pokemon.
Yeah, bro.
Sleep.
Yeah, just nap time. Who can sleep the most? Get your sleep. Get your sleep. Get your MMR for Pokemon Sleep up, bro.
Yeah,
PvP
get your shit robbed as well.
PvP for Pokemon Sleep coming soon.
I agree, though. I think there'll probably be an in-game event in some way. Masters for sure. I know a lot of people are saying Mewtwo raid is coming to Scarlet and Violet, so that's probably going to be in there as well, having some type of Mewtwo raid. I don't know, man.
More on Unite. Did we say Unite?
No,
Unite.
I'd
Probably
like
something
to say
Unite.
We're guaranteed to get some Unite stuff for sure.
They already announced Mewtwo X and Y. They showed Blaziken was data mined to be in already, and Blaziken is in the art for the anniversary, so probably they're gonna announce Blaziken.
Okay. Blaziken.
So you're saying
What else
that
Blaziken
you're
is
gonna
in?
become top 2,000 in the world?
I might play it again for Blaziken. I don't know. That game makes me sad because it could be so much more, but it just isn't.
Isn't it true the mobile version is better than the Switch version?
Correct.
Yes, it runs better. Yeah.
How is that possible?
Because it's a game that's designed for mobile. That's literally like most games on the Switch crammed into this fucking dog wash of a system. Crammed in.
I don't know. Any other big shocking things? Like, I know, I might as well say it. We're talking about it. Like, is Pokken 2, could that happen?
God,
There were some sus tweets about it. I don't know, man.
Yep, they tweeted. Okay, so they could tweet literally anything
Damn
about
it.
Machamp. They chose to use a GIF of Machamp from Pokken. So, there's that. It's probably nothing, but is what it is.
What were the other sus tweets? Was there anything else? You said there were some sus. Was there like anything else that stuck out as maybe a teaser for Pokken 2?
No, just Machamp.
Oh, it was literally just a GIF on Twitter.
Yes.
It's these
hope
crumbs
Pokken 2
that you're
exists.
holding on to, McDerritt,
No, I
that
hope
make
it
you
exists.
seem obsessed.
I mean, it's going to happen. It's just when.
Look,
Eventually.
I don't know about that, but I want it to happen for sure. Like, I definitely want to.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, if Pokken 2 comes out, hopefully it's fixed up from the first version. And
If Pokken 2 with some new Pokemon would be fantastic. Pokken 2 with like Incineroar would be cool. Or if they did, I'm trying to think of other Pokemon they would add to it. Probably Mouscarada would be in there.
Probably Cinderace.
Koraidon would probably be in there.
Look, bro, if I'm in charge of fucking Pokemon Company, I'm making a call across the street and be like, "Hey, yo, Arxis, go ahead and make a Pokemon
Yo, that
Fighter.
shit we go.
Oh,
Go ahead and do it. Here's $8
Wow,
billion.
you're such
Here's $8 billion because we're Pokemon, and that's really what I got in my pocket right now. That's not. I don't even have to go. I don't have to call
That's
my.
not even
accountant.
in the bank,
That's just
right?
what I
That's
got.
just-
That's what I got laying around.
Splendid idea.
Here's $8 billion. Go ahead and make Pokemon fighters, bro.
Bro, that shit
Go
would
ahead
go
and-
super duper.
That would be
stupid, bro.
amazing.
And then come back when you make me $16 billion because that's what that game will sell. Fuck out of here. But they don't like making money. So
No,
they're
they
not
do
gonna
like making money. That's why they ain't doing nothing different, because they making money, period, bro. That's what
No,
they don't gotta do nothing to
Yep.
make money at this point, bro. They just be
fucking
chilling.
dog shit.
Scarlet
Yeah,
and Violet,
yeah.
what, like 26 mil? 26 mil?
They are
Yeah.
killing it.
Yeah.
They don't
28.
gotta do
Making
nothing.
bank.
Bro, if I had 3 wishes from a genie, all of them would
Derrick
be like,
Rose.
"We're having
Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is the answer. Derrick
not
Rose.
Derrick.
All 3 wishes, Derrick Rose, bro.
This bit does not.
No,
this
that's not a bit. That's
this-
facts. Derrick Rose knees, save his knees. I'm using all 3 wishes on his knees.
I
bro.
agree, bro. I agree with that, bro.
This bit is so funny. Okay. So if I'm the genie in this situation, I'm like, Shofi, you got 3 wishes. First wish.
Derrick Rose.
Okay, there we go. He's
Second
good
wish.
now. Second wish.
Derrick Rose.
Okay, but I just did that though. So do you want?
Derrick
Okay, you want
Rose.
to try again?
Nah, Derrick Rose.
Okay.
All 3 wishes, Derrick Rose, bro.
But he's good though.
Nah, he not good enough, bro.
Okay,
I need
my
maximum
bad, bro.
security.
Oh, see, okay, I got you, bro. So second wish, make Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like invulnerable. He's good forever now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, third wish. Right,
Derrick
let's go,
Rose.
bro. Now what you want?
Damn.
I don't know
Not
what
even
you
Kobe,
getting,
bro?
Derrick, yo, come on, man.
You wouldn't bring Kobe back to
That's
life.
so
You would
crazy,
choose
bro. I
that.
wasn't
That's
like y'all took this joke to a whole completely different place. And I was even, yo, that was crazy.
Now I can't
That
do this
was
bit now.
crazy,
I'm gonna keep it
bro.
a buck. I don't feel comfortable doing this bit anymore.
That
I
was
really don't.
crazy, bro.
I really don't feel comfortable doing this bit anymore because
Jesus
that was
Christ.
Anyway, can we please change the subject? I don't like this. I don't like what's going on.
Yeah. So anyway, speaking of bringing things back to life, hopefully Pokken comes back with Pokken 2 at this Pokemon
That's
Presents.
wild.
You're going in a different direction. You were like, speaking of things coming back to life, Pokken. I was going to say, speaking of things dying, I was going to say,
Yeah.
Yo.
All right.
the opposite direction, man. Because what I was going to say is, I saw some people saying on Twitter that apparently they thought that the little M that was glitching out in the logo was a reference to Missing No, and that somehow they were going to make Missing No canon and Scarlet and Violet.
What kind of
And they got-
bullshit?
Imagine
That's
though.
what I'm saying. That's why I said the hopes need to die. Because
That
some
would
people
be
are
really
saying-
cool.
Let me hear that. Let me explain what was being talked about. Essentially, if you ever played the old Gen 1, and there was obviously the Missing No glitch, the famous M Missing No glitch, it would show up in the game as either a block of like glitchy text, or it would show up as the fossils of Kabutops Aerodactyl. And someone brought up that since with Scarlet and Violet you have the past and the future versions of stuff, that essentially there would be some type of Missing No reference glitch thing that would be in this DLC. One would be an ancient version that's just fossilized Aerodactyl, and the other one is a future version that's like a glitchy box thing. And that was something that was going around Twitter that morning when they showed off the glitchy M thing. So I wanted to address it, but I wanted to say the hope should die because it's not going to happen. No way is Pokemon Company going to officially talk about or reference a glitch.
Make
Never. Not going to happen.
That'd be cool if they
Though,
did.
though, to be fair, Shy Guy Mac in the chat saying Iron Pixels would actually be a clean name.
Yeah, that'd be
Iron Pixels would be a
crazy.
good name.
Imagine. And then he used the sky
Iron
attack.
Pixels. Oh.
Look, yeah, if he doesn't learn Sky Attack, I really don't want it. Like,
That would be fire.
I feel like have they kept Sky Attack? Is that one of the moves that they kept? Because I know they
Yeah.
removed a load.
Yeah, Sky Attack's still in there. And it's also still in Go as well.
that's fine.
Yeah. Sky Attack is still a thing, unbelievably. So any other predictions for what you guys think we might see here?
I'm gonna throw it out there just because it's safe. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, when is
If
the
it could
last time we got a
happen.
new one?
Super Mystery Dungeon?
Super Mystery Dungeon. Yeah,
It was really
been
good.
Years.
It was really good.
Because I know there was the one in 2020 that came out that was the remake, but
Which
like
is
the
also
actual
really good.
brand new ones.
Which
Yeah.
is also really good. They're both really
It also
good.
sold pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, they both did actually.
I want another.
So it is
Legends
kind of
game.
odd that they have that literally just sitting there that they could make another game in that engine and they haven't done that yet. Especially with like, because they could do Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield Pokemon. They haven't done either of
Yeah.
those yet. Wow.
Well,
Have
I
they
don't
done
think
Alola
I
yet?
don't think in Super Mystery Dungeon can you do Alolan Pokemon? I don't think you can.
I don't think so. I think that's 3 generations
Yeah.
back at this point. Man.
Also, we're not getting into the Legends game, bro. They're not
no,
doing it again.
not happening yet. No way.
They're not doing it again.
Too early. I think we will get another one. I don't think it's happening in the next year. Yeah. I
Here's
think
another
Unova,
wild,
if they're gonna do it, could happen.
another wild prediction.
Let's hear it.
A new Let's Go game.
Oh boy.
Let's go silver. Let's go gold.
Yep.
I would be honest. I wouldn't hate it. I actually
neither
really
would I.
like Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Yeah.
same.
I'd want one.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather play another Let's Go than current Scarlet
Facts.
Violet.
Facts.
Yep.
Actually,
Yep.
Max, I agree. I recently, this was a couple months ago, when I was in Chicago. I think I might even talked about this on the show a little bit. But I did a full replay, just like literally on the plane back and forth, of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. That game is very well paced, looks
Yes.
pretty nice,
Yes.
and has good Pokemon variety, and is genuinely fun.
It's
and
fun.
I'm not saying that I don't want every Pokemon game to cut out that you're having wild battles, but for what that game is, I actually like the streamlined feature of it, just having the battles, having it where you got the EXP share with everything, you're petting the Pikachus and the Eevees or whatever. The game looks cute, the music's great, it's streamlined, the graphics are pretty nice looking.
And it's
just
a really
solid
easy.
little
It's a really
experience.
easy game to speedrun. It's really fun to speedrun too.
Super easy, yeah.
Speedrun's very cool.
It's my favorite speedrun actually of any Pokemon game. Is Pokemon.
Because you like
It's really fun.
do the first 2 badges and then you just don't do any badges for ages,
Yep.
and then you jump to like the 7th and then work
Yeah.
backwards.
It's really cool. Now,
Yeah.
how the question, given the context is important here, right?
Sure.
We have to remember how old remakes have been doing recently of mainline title,
Sure.
like brilliant, whatever, and shitty, brilliant, whatever those shits are called.
Did very
Right.
well.
Yeah. In terms of, I'm talking quality wise. Not they're gonna sell well because they're Pokemon game. Do you think I don't think it's gonna happen, but do you think would you want, given the quality that you're likely to get a HGSS like remake, or would you want a re-release of Heart Gold Soul Silver?
Please, Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like, I mean, excuse me. Let me say that the other way. Please, no Heart Gold Soul Silver in the like brilliant diamond art style. I would much rather have Let's Go Johto with like
Same.
Let's
Same.
Go Umbreon, Espeon, or whatever, or Let's Go Pikachu, and I mean it would be Pichu and Togepi, I guess. But like anything like that, I think I would much rather have than another top-down Ilka like brilliant diamond type situation. I'm somebody who actually enjoyed that game. I thought it was pretty fun, but I don't want another one like that. Yeah, I don't. Like my dream situation, I've talked about this on the show. My dream situation is that they would use the 2D HD engine Square made and make Gen 5 in that, is what I want. That will never happen. They will not do that. But if they got the team that's doing the HD 2D remakes at Square to remake Gen 5, I would be a happy camper.
Can you remind me what games they're remaking?
They're remaking Dragon Quest 3. They just remade Live Alive. There's rumors of a remake of Chrono Trigger. There's a remake of Star Ocean that looks amazing that's coming out. And they've also done Octopath
Final Fantasy
Traveler.
9
Octopath
one that
2.
was in
That's
the
right.
NVIDIA
That's
leaks.
rumored as well. Right. So 2D HD, I think, like, I just love that visual style. And with the way Gen 5 already looks, where you have the big 3D environments, but then the sprite work is really detailed and nice, I think it would translate really well to 2D HD. But I just don't think they're going to do it. Yeah.
I mean, time is weird because, like, I had just mentioned this to you before, because I not because I remembered I was going to bring this up. I actually forgot, but I wanted to ask this question before. But
yeah,
when it comes to Heart Gold Soul Silver remake, I actually want like the team that did Nexomon Extinction. I think that art style would look really well for Gen 2 specifically, because it's like cute, but it's not. But it's still 2D and it's on grids, so it's HD 2D. But it's also like, because Kanto and Johto are really, really, really fucking linear, like in terms of the not like progression, but in terms of literally the environments, it's up, down, left, right the entire time. Like it's I think it would be very, very good in that kind of really bright style, because at least to me, I don't know about you guys, but I remember Heart Gold Soul Silver being kind of like in terms of color, being kind of muted. Like, you know what I mean? I don't. That might just be me. It didn't feel as vibrant as, let's say, even Red and Blue or Ruby Sapphire or something like that. I don't think it might be me though.
So there was I put a
anything
link.
for Heart and Gold Soul Silver. I just need the fucking flow of the game to be better, man.
Yeah.
That's my only gripe with that game. Everything is peak about that game for me, except for the fucking like level curve on it.
There
Well,
was
I
someone
mean-
by the name of Dot who did a 2D HD like test in Unreal Engine for what Heart Gold Soul Silver could look like, and it's just so pretty. And I put it in the chat if you want to put it up on screen, Shofu. And obviously, it's a tech demo thing. It's not meant to, it's running at like 5 frames per second or whatever. But it gives you a really good idea of like what that looks like, or what that game could look like if they were to use that engine. And I just think for Pokemon, it would be such a unique take and something so different from what we're used to, where now we're getting like the same 3D sprites over and over again, or the same like weird animations. At least this way, it would still kind of give us the same sprite work while giving us that cool new like bloom lighting and stuff like that. It's just really pretty.
And this is the thing I was talking about. Like in the original Heart Gold Soul Silver, I say the original in Heart Gold Soul Silver, like the game, because of the color palette it has, like I always imagined Heart Gold Soul Silver as like a fall autumn game. Like
Totally.
tonally, like in terms of, it has a lot of warm colors, browns, golds, silvers, like deep reds, deep oranges. On older systems, that just kind of makes everything look kind of gross. Like, but here it looks like
this looks
and,
gorgeous.
Like, it looks really, really good. So, I mean, they're
And
not
a lot
gonna
of
do
that
this,
is
but-
due to the engine. No, but I'm saying a lot of that is due to the engine of Octopath, where
Hello.
Oh, did he die?
Is he dead?
I think he faded from
They got
existence.
his ass.
it's significantly better than
He
Octopath.
overreached. He's over
and-
here talking about change the art style, this and all of that to the Nintendo and whatever. Like he's of
Yeah,
course
they got his ass.
And then
Ricky.
after
You came back in. You came back in like you did. Hell no,
Bro, that's literally like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's
That's
the same
literally
clip.
exactly the same
Holy
thing.
shit, bro.
But I think because it's been expanded upon,
No
Hey,
fucking
guys,
way,
hey,
bro.
No, hey, guys, hold it down. I can't hear Roger.
He's-
Hold it down. Hold
he's
it down. I
out
can't
of
hear
the
Roger.
word.
Go ahead,
not
Roger.
to
Sorry.
say Octopath 2 doesn't look good. Octopath 2 does
Right.
look good.
Is this live?
Wait, can you guys not hear me?
I can hear you, Roger. Go. Go, Roger. Go. You're good, bro. They're not holding it down, bro. I got you. Talk to me.
Wait, hold on, I
Actually,
can't.
wait. Actually, before you go, I actually do need to go. I need to get ready for my flight.
Hey, good
I need
luck,
to get
bro.
ready to head to the
Safe
airport.
travels, brother.
Stay
But
tuned,
before-
Virum.
Before I leave, I have one closing statement, right? One last thing. to
Let's
add.
hear it.
Uh-huh.
Now, did you know that the highly anticipated fighting game, Granblue Fantasy vs. Rising, has a free edition, and it includes 4 characters, 3 of which are rotating, online play with rollback netcode and crossplay, the first of an epic 3-part story, and the exciting new party mode, Granblue Legends, with no restrictions on playtime. Download and enjoy the skies on the 30th of November.
Hold on.
That shit sounded paid for, man.
That just sounds pretty good, man.
There you have it.
What the?
Bang.
All right.
Bang,
Take care, everyone.
Bang,
All right, see
bang.
you.
Later.
All right, see you.
See you, Vera. Wait, am I
talk
back?
about
You
the
guys
shit
hear
out
me?
of that
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Shit
you're
the
good now.
shit out of that game.
Well, we talk about
So what the heck
Granblues.
happened?
Granblue real fast. Well, you like did the same thing you did from like episode 3. Your internet
Oh, I
faded
time
out, and you were
slipped.
talking
Alright.
as if
Ugh.
But as someone who likes Granblue, I'm playing on my second monitor right now. It's unfortunate that that game, the fighting game, it costs $50, which is $20 cheaper than like a $70 PS5 game, right? But if you actually bought the original game and all the DLC, that was already like each DLC pack was like $20. The last 2 were like, I think they were 15. That might be too high. So it was an expensive game. And now here's another thing, and they're gonna do it again. But Side Games makes a lot of money, so they can just do that. They know Granblue players will buy it because they're gonna put free shit in that game for the other game.
Speaking of money, what you need to do, chat, while we take. Let's go ahead. Hey, Rick, you got any ad music there? You got any ad music for me?
Oh, give me a second. Let me find it. Maybe this one's good.
Thanks, bro. Speaking of money, have you been looking for a place to spend your money? Have you been looking for a place you're just like, man, I got so much money, I could use some other things in exchange for this money? Go ahead and cop you some Pokemon Cypher merch.
Oh my god, for the love of
Fantastic.
God, bro. Please, bro. I'm dying, bro. Please.
Go ahead and cop you some Cypher merch. Right now on the store, we have incredible hoodies, hats, anything your heart desires over on that store. Go ahead and buy the merch right here, right now. What is
You're
it?
gonna tell us the link? Yeah, I was
what
gonna
is it?
say.
Pokemon. I'm trying to remember. Is it
Yeah,
Pokemon
it's
Sleep?
WDFA
WDFA shop.
Okay, WDFA shop. At WDFAshop.com. I'm gonna post the link in chat.
There
Go
you
ahead.
go.
There you go. I got to do a lot here. There you go, chat.
He's really
now,
struggling. Like, he didn't really want us to have this conversation, but like, if you don't help Shofu,
You guys can go ahead and put yourself a Pokemon Cypher 2023 shirt or hoodie.
New
Big
stuff
rounds,
coming soon,
trying to be
man.
a
New stuff
hooper.
coming real soon.
New stuff coming soon. Big rounds, trying to be a hula hooper. Premium T-shirts, Pokemon Cypher hats, and beanies, all available now, exclusively at the WDFA shop at WDFAshop.com.
Beautiful.
Is that not enough for you? Well, guess what? We got even more. Once you go ahead and spend some money at the Pokemon Cypher shop, head over to JapanTime.shop.
right.
Go ahead and purchase yourself a nice Japan Time mug, hat, hoodie, or shirt. We also have fantastic Roger-based plushies available for you to purchase right here today. And if that doesn't satisfy you, we know the Ricky Cocaine Pill Box definitely
Please
will
don't
suit
buy
your
that.
everyday
Please
needs.
don't buy that. Please don't buy that shit.
It'll satisfy everything you could ever desire. Go ahead and put all of your narcotics in that pill box exclusively at JapanTime.shop.com. JapanTimeShop.com. This show sucks, but the merch doesn't.
There's probably also still some jackets probably in swords, but if you're gonna get one of those, buy them a size up. Or two.
All right, Ricky, cut the music. Cut the music.
Small though, right?
Don't
We don't have many
don't
more.
cut it to my ad
think
reads
so.
ever again. You hear me? Good shit, Ricky.
Okay.
You know, I want to ask you something. You know, you were
What's
talking
up,
about
bro?
how the people could get, you know, whatever they desire. You know, you're saying that like all their dreams could come true. You know, it reminded me of something that happened
Right.
kind of recently. Yeah,
Right.
and that is a certain someone recently unlocked the powers of liberation
Right.
and went Gear 5.
Whoa.
Crunchyroll, and I was just curious what you think about that.
Whoa.
what we're doing?
Spoilers.
Is this what we're doing?
Spoilers.
This is what we're
Without
doing,
talking
for
about
sure.
okay, so without talking about what actually happens, I kind of wish they took the animation and slowed it down a bit because I like what they're going for. Okay, I didn't like that they used that one scene 3 times on this
Oh, yeah, I
big
didn't like that
special
either.
episode. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
stupid.
yeah.
But some of the scenes that they're doing, I feel like they're almost doing too much where it's taking away from what's happening. So I kind of wish they pull back a bit and let scenes rest a little bit.
I think they probably will during the next episode. I think next episode they're probably going to have like better, more choreography that you could follow. Essentially, I feel like they wanted to go super over the top and super goofy with it to really like emphasize how strange it is. I thought it was very good. Like the sequence with Kaido, I thought was great. But I agree with you. The part at the very beginning where they reused the animation was kind of mid. But I feel like the next episode and all the ones leading up to the end of Wano, I think are going to be really excellent. I think now that they're actually finding their footing and they're going to have a regular animation staff, I think it's going to look really good.
Now, interesting. Now, I'm going to answer because you asked me, and then McDareth answered instead of me. That was weird. So I'm going to go ahead and answer for you because, you know, I am the One Piece aficionado, Roger, as you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm an expert in all things One Piece. I thought it was funny the way, you know what I'm saying, like he made cartoon noises. That was funny. I enjoyed that clip. Well, I saw. I enjoy the one GIF where he falls off the cliff and then he does a little roadrunner legs. I think that's also very funny. That's good content.
That's right.
I enjoy the fact that he's over here, you know what I'm saying, no pause, gripping this dragon up.
Whoa.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He tossing that around. You feel me? That's really, you know what I'm saying? He over here, apparently this guy is like just over here being broken and shit. So, you know, I think that's cool. I'm happy for all you One Piece enjoyers. Show's still ugly as shit to me, so I'm not going to watch that shit. But y'all enjoy it. I appreciate y'all enjoy it, and I hope y'all continue to enjoy it. There you go, Rod. Those are my thoughts.
Man.
He asked me a question. How about you speak up, nigga?
It's crazy. I did speak up. You
Not
tried to
you,
shut me down.
not
and
you. Again, not talking to you.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of things that nobody wanted, let's go ahead and talk about that new dick-ass fucking Nickelodeon game. You want to talk about that?
I knew that was
Can
coming.
we skip
I
that?
kinda wanted,
I
I
knew
feel
that
like-
was
I
coming.
wanted to talk about it a little bit, and that's actually a very good segue. So I'm going to let you take it away. That's very good. I
The
approve.
game's out. Still not gonna play it. It has voice acting. Good for them. But
Wait,
I'm
it's
not gonna
out
play that
already?
shit. No, like the game's like been
Oh,
like the
I know.
trailer for it. We have rosters.
Yeah.
Arnold's
Who's-
grandma's in
who's-
the game. Gerald's in the
Yeah,
game.
who's
but Arnold's
coming?
not in the game. That's weird as shit to me. I don't know if that's weird as shit to anybody else, but that's
We
weird.
get amazing characters like Arnold's grandma, the rock
Yeah.
star girl from Danny Phantom, and Plankton in a mech.
Yeah, Gerald's
Plankton
in the
and
game
Mac,
too.
not bad.
Azula.
Let me show you the
Azula's
the
probably one of the
picture.
better ones they
Azula's
added.
cool. Yeah, I like Azula.
Let me show you the picture, Ricky.
What is his name? LT Gray. They added LT Gray.
Jimmy
Okay,
Neutron.
this is the
finally
full- this is the
getting
full
Angry
cast?
Beavers. This is the roster, yeah.
This
Oh, yeah,
game
Fat
is
Angry
just
Beavers.
for me like they kind of just lost their chance. Like
Facts.
if the first
I
one was
agree.
good, I would be more excited for this one. But because the first one was something I never want to ever touch again in my fucking life, I don't care for this one.
Obviously,
will
they're going.
say,
But they could have
Seeing
learned. They could have learned from their
the,
mistakes.
No, of course,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, they did.
I just
They
if the
did-
first
they
one was
did
that
somewhat.
the first one was that bad to me though. Like I've already
Because I think
given up on the
right
whole
away,
series.
that initial trailer that they ended up showing of it, where you like hear the characters talk, and you're like, oh, immediately there's voice acting, like that right away says that they want people to know that this is going to have more polish and more money behind it.
That's good.
The slime meter thing seems kind of interesting, where you could boost up the power of your special attacks. Like that seems all right. But I also kind of agree that they kind of fumbled the first time around. And now I don't think there's ever really any time to go back. Like Nickelodeon always does it with the franchises. They have like the kart racer and other stuff where they'll crank out a game once every like 2 years and it'll just be their cast. So I'm sure there will be like many more all-star brawls, and I'm sure this one will sell decently. But I think at least for me, in terms of my interest, it's just not there. And that's coming as someone who platinumed the original game on PS4. But I don't feel like going back. Yeah.
What's wrong with other franchises or whatever just mimicking Smash completely,
Nothing's
like
wrong
with just the characters that we want?
Nothing's
Not at
wrong
all.
with it.
No.
They
Nothing wrong
still
with
want
that,
they still want to
but-
stand out in some kind of way. There has to be
Yeah.
a reason to play the game that isn't Smash Bros. Otherwise, I'll just go play Smash Bros.
But it's the characters
what?
that would bring you, because they wouldn't.
It's not.
Smash Bros.
It's
doesn't
not.
have
I
access
still don't
to
want the
Jimmy
exact same
Neutron.
experience.
I think-
It's so like
here's
characters
why.
get you in, but if you want people to keep playing, the gameplay has to hook them.
Yeah.
It's not even.
Yeah,
I think the
Smash
other
is a
thing
good
about-
for.
Yeah, but if it's Smash,
I'm
just go
kind of-
play-
I'm-
I'll just
I'm
go
kind
play
of
Smash.
understanding what you guys
The more
are saying.
similar it is to Smash, I'm just gonna go play Smash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
It
can't
still
be
has
the
to have
exact
its own
same.
thing. It has to have its own reason for me to play outside of the characters. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go play Smash Bros. I'll put a skin on my.
But I
game.
think the problem with it, because I agree with you, I think it does need to have its own identity. But I think the problem is that when people think of competitive fighting games or things that are like quote unquote smash killers or whatever, I think what people underestimate is just how polished Smash Brothers is as a franchise. Like when
Yeah.
you're playing Smash Brothers, every stage has a good music track. Every stage looks like the thing that it's coming from. The characters all naturally look like they would be part of the same cast. Like there are certain things that just don't look right in Nickelodeon. And it's not to say that the gameplay is necessarily bad, but it needs more polish. Like, I think instead of working on getting all these other characters in there or whatever, like work with what you have and make it look as good as possible and sound as good as possible. Because again, at the end of the day, just as people who talk about Smash Brothers, and I think this is going down a little bit now when you see people like Leffen winning tournaments for other fighting games, but I feel like there is still a stigma within the FGC of Smash Brothers and that type of gameplay and that not being like a real fighting game. That
Nah,
stigma
that's
still exists.
that's kind of
And I-
tight.
problematic,
It's there
though,
a bit,
because-
but it's
kind of
not.
tight.
It's not as
It's there-
serious.
it's
Yeah.
But
there
I
a
think
lot.
what these
It's there a
companies
lot.
are screwing up with is if you're going for the audience that likes Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Go with the intention of making it a fun, polished party game that has all the characters that you know and love from growing up. And if a good competitive community rises out of that, then so be it. But if you want something to be like Smash Brothers and capture the magic of Smash Brothers, you need to have the same level of polish, or at least something that's somewhat comparable, and not have it look as janky as it does.
But that's the difference between, like, for example, like it's all about approach, right? So again, I'm only gonna bring this up because we're talking about this, right?
Of course.
Multiverse is an incredibly polished game. It's
Absolutely.
incredibly polished,
No,
right?
I think
It's-
Multiverse
But
is
it kind
it
of.
is- it is the most polished Smash
Yes.
clone, like,
I agree.
ever. Like, it's not even close. So, but the issue that a lot of people had with
Visually.
it was, no, that's what I mean. It's just,
Of course.
I didn't know
of course.
polish. Does polish have another connotation I'm unaware of? I'm actually
Yeah,
asking.
you can polish the
everything,
gameplay
like-
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
okay. So then visually, polish and I'll say production wise, because that covers everything. Because I think it covers everything, right? The music is like mediocre, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. The environments are good. The UI is good. Like production wise, the game is good. The issue that a lot of people had with Multiverses is the gameplay, because they had a. That's what I'm saying. It has a very, but the thing is, they had a very specific intent to what Roger's saying. Like they wanted it to be a competitive.
But counterpoint to that, right? If you look at the success, because obviously it's shut down right now, currently, and then they're coming back or whatever. It went out of beta. But if you look at that initial success that Multiverses had, it is like on a totally different spectrum from Nickelodeon. I remember vividly when Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl got announced, all of these Smash players like, oh, screw Smash forever. Like, oh, this is going to be a Smash killer, whatever. They played it for literally 1 week because they got paid, and then they never played that game again. Whereas Multiverses, for like a year,
people were playing it to the day.
Void was playing it. Yeah,
if a game's going to be trash, I'd much rather be trash gameplay-wise than visual, because at least I can still look at that shit.
But I think there were still so many more people playing Multiverses later on, and the level of
the game did very well on console.
Why don't they just mix? Why don't they just mix the good parts of both games? They can't have an elite ass game.
No, but here's the thing. That's what I was saying. Is like it all comes down.
The thing that makes Multiverses was better because it was obviously very different from Smash Brothers, and I think because they went that next level with the polish, with the music, with the characters, I think the characters started to fall off towards the ending. But like for a while there, it seemed very good. That I feel like if they come back with it, which I'm sure they will.
No, they will.
Yeah, they will make a lot of money and it will be successful, and you will see it at EVO. Like,
but that's the thing about Smash Brothers specifically, Roger. It's like, look, the approach. The polish is implied. You can't have a good game without polish, right? There's a certain level of polish, right? But it's the approach that Sakurai and his team specifically take when talking about the game that makes the game special, right? And the thing about Multiverses is that they got some of it. Like I think the thing that they really captured that Smash Bros has, not to the same degree, obviously, but like it feels like you're playing Bugs Bunny. It feels like you're playing Batman.
Yes,
it feels like that's something that specifically like. That is very difficult to replicate. That got right. The bad part they got is all of the actual weirdly like the philosophy is there, but the actual number crunching and mechanics and the crunch of it was bad. Like it's very weird because Sakurai had both, and which is obviously irreparable.
That's why he's saying I can't imagine anyone else can take over Smash Brothers. That's literally the video he uploaded like a week and a half ago. He's like, yeah, I don't think anyone else is gonna do it. Which I saw people taking that as, oh, we're never getting another Smash game again.
Yeah, that was weird. When he was basically saying that no, he knows it's going to happen because it's so important for Nintendo. He even says that he's willing to work with them on it.
I don't know how they're going to be able to do it because it's obviously a Herculean task. I don't know how people took that as we're never making a Smash game ever again. When he literally, like you said, McDareth, in the video said, oh, they're going to make another one without me. Whether I do it or not, they're going to make one. So hopefully I can be involved in some way and oversee it. But obviously he put all his time and effort for years into Smash that, like, you know, he might not necessarily spearhead the next one. But yeah. But there's gonna be another one. And
I also feel like, speaking of Sakurai, the thing that these other games forget, because like these games, when they come out, Multiverse is a little less so, but even still it did it. They target the competitive side of Smash, which is good, but that's such a small niche. When you need something, get the casual, especially for like Multiverses. When you're a free-to-play game, you need casual people in there. But like all these games come out so very focused on competitive, and then don't do anything casual at all, and then they're surprised when people aren't playing in a while, because if you didn't blow up big in the competitive scene, then now you have nothing.
Because there's plenty of people, you go to people's houses or whatever, you're visiting people, you know, you're not sitting in your hotel room or whatever, you're going to people's houses, you'll play Smash Brothers. You know, like Smash is a game that people will throw on the TV and play and have fun with each other. Whereas I think there are, I wouldn't imagine doing that with, even though it has local, I would never imagine doing that with Multiverses or Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Because like you said, you're going to go to Little Timmy's house or whatever, he's going to want to play Smash. You're not going to want to play, you know, Nickelodeon. Why would you play a lesser game? It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but
Which is why you have to do different things.
I mean, but I think even if they do something different, right? I think this is one of the very rare. I don't like being pessimistic.
Need to do anything different though. They just need to make the fucking animations not 2 frames and make it feel like I'm playing SpongeBob. How the fuck am I the most iconic? He has the most iconic voice in like all of cartoons, bro. And I can't hear SpongeBob.
Feel like exactly.
In my fucking aerials or the same 3 animations in different directions. Bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit's
Whereas, like,
crazy.
you've got literally seasons and seasons of shows to pull from with fun Easter eggs and funny things you could do. And because they're thinking of it in terms of a competitive game, they're like, oh, well, we just need to make sure he's got a good neutral and make sure he's got a good neutral air and make sure. Instead of thinking, okay, well, SpongeBob, if he existed in a fighting game, what would be fun things that he would do? And there's like little bits and pieces of that in the moveset, but not really.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know.
That's what I'm saying, Roger.
Yeah.
That's what
No, I
again,
know, I
not
agree.
comparing, because obviously the level there's a level here between Smash and Multiverses.
Of course.
But the philosophy is the same. What does it feel like to play Fox? If Fox were to fight, what would he play like? What does it feel like to play Bugs Bunny? When I play Bugs Bunny in Multiverses, I'm
feels
Bugs
like
Bunny.
Bugs Bunny, right.
I'm Bugs Bunny.
Right, totally,
when I play
totally.
SpongeBob in Multiverse or fucking Small Stars, I could be playing anybody. Like
Right.
it doesn't like what the fuck am I doing here? I have a neck. Cool.
Not to go back to it, but I do think it is weird how people were saying, oh, it seemed egotistical of Sakurai to say that about, being the only one to be able to make it. But it's not.
Huh?
Because
Yeah,
they're stupid.
that's
I
a
know.
weird
Who,
take.
who,
yeah.
who else could do what he does though?
Exactly.
Yeah, because
It-
people
off the
have
top of your
tried
dome,
and
who else
they
are you
have
gonna
not
call
succeeded. So like, I
Not-
don't. That's really
not
weird for
just
people
his
to get upset
experience-
about
it's
that.
not just his experience making Smash Brothers. It's like his experience as a developer. It's his experience like making other video games and having connections where people will trust him. If he look at the situation that happened with that PlayStation All-Stars game, right? Where literally they reached out. You're Sony, you have money. They reached out to these companies and they were like, we want Solid Snake, we want Cloud. And then Konami was like, LOL, we'll give you Raiden because he has a game coming out. And then the guy who produced that game was like, I'm so embarrassed that Raiden is in this garbage like Smash ripoff that PlayStation made. That's the difference. That's the difference. Whereas like Sakurai, if he went to Konami and was like, I want to put a Metal Gear character, and they're like, take Snake. And Kojima was literally like, I beg of you, why is Snake not in Melee? Please put Snake in Melee. And then they put him in Brawl. So that's the level of influence that we're working with Sakurai, where again, he acknowledges that. He's not saying it as if like, no one can do what I do. He's saying it as if like, I've been doing this for a long time, and it's big shoes to fill for the next person that's going to take it on.
No,
he's
it's-
really that guy.
He's
Like,
literally
he's
he's
actually
not
that
saying it from
guy.
a place of ego. He's saying it from a place of fact.
Right.
Literally, he's like, guys, Steph Curry knows he can make the shot, man. Like, why are we like, what are we
Yeah.
talking about here?
Right.
Like,
Like Sony reached out and said, please, I want a Final Fantasy character. And then Square was like, no. And then Sakurai said, I want Final Fantasy characters. They go, sure. You want Cloud? You want Sephiroth? Maybe you want Sora? And there we got you.
Both of
Yeah,
them.
work.
like the Sora thing
Three of
is
them.
still insane. Like,
Absurd. That's absurd.
it's
Yeah.
wild. Like, and it's Disney. The fact that like when then it came out and that the reason Sora might not happen was, why am I always going to forget his name? Nomura. It was Nomura, not Disney. Disney was like, oh yeah, sure, we'd love that. Nomura wasn't sure about it at first. Like, for Disney to be on board that easily, no, that's different.
no, bro, it's different because not only is it Sora, but he has the Mickey Mouse keychain, bro.
That shit
Yeah.
cost,
That's
that
a
shit cost
crazy
$3 million
one.
extra,
Yeah.
bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Just the
Show the
keychain
keychain.
alone,
5 frames in that trailer. Yeah.
bro. The keychain
Oh,
alone
man.
is at
That's
least
a
a
flex.
cool 10 milli, bro.
Maybe these other studios or whoever is developing these other Smash clones, maybe they just don't actually have the money. Like, what's the budget for a
No,
Smash
that's
clone?
cap.
Do we
That's
have any idea?
Let's go.
That's heavy.
Multiverses has the
Like,
money.
Yeah, Nickelodeon
You're
might not,
talking
but like
Nickelodeon.
Multiverse definitely does. And I think there's a situation in which, like, if anyone else was going to replicate this and use all their properties and do something like this and be successful at it, like Disney could also totally do it.
Yes,
Where
correct.
you've got all of Marvel, all of Star Wars, and all the Disney properties, and you throw them in a fighting game, and you use the licensed orchestrated music, and you make like Disneyland Castle a stage, bro. Like, they could kill it, but they haven't done that yet. But there's been rumors that they've been working on Smash clones for like years, but they still haven't like done it because they know how much time and effort has to go into doing it, and the licensing nightmare that certain things are going to be.
The
even
amount
in
of content. Oh my god.
you're using your own stuff. Oh yeah, I mean they could pull from everything. I mean hundreds of years worth of Disney stuff they could pull from.
Bro, my Buzz Lightyear go crazy.
But like
Yeah.
when you actually make the game and you look at like Smash as a full package, the amount of content that Sakurai always
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's
puts
insane.
into his games, right?
It is actually
maddening.
insane.
It's like
Like
Because
Ultimate is over like 1,000 songs or something. Like,
Yeah, if Disney
how do
was
you
gonna-
ever?
Like,
Yeah,
I think
for
you need to
sure,
look
yeah.
at it like this. There's a game that recently came out. I think it's called Speedstorm. Is that the one, like the kart racer Disney game?
Yes, correct.
Like, that would be like the way that content is doled out with that is how it would be doled out if we were going to get a Disney Smash clone. It wouldn't be something like you guys are talking about with Smash Brothers, where you've got thousands of songs and all these music tracks or whatever. They're going to nickel and dime that shit, where you pay for every costume, every you get maybe Jack Sparrow, Mickey Mouse, like Jake Sully from Avatar, and like Darth Vader. And no, not Darth Vader. They'd give you like Darth Maul or something, and then they'd be like, all these other characters you're going to have to buy. That's what they would do. And so, again, like you're talking about, it's the amount of attention, love, and like value that you get with Smash Brothers that a lot of people don't take into consideration, and that you honestly cannot compete with unless you are literally losing money your first time around.
But yeah, I mean,
real fast. I just want to feel this thing in chat real fast. So, the Dark Pole said that he feels like Smash is lacking in terms of other fighting in terms of quality, but I feel like, in that opinion, you're just not looking at the entire package of what Smash actually is. So, like, in other fighting games, you make a single character, they have maybe a costume, a couple costumes. It's different now, right? Because everything is in 3D engines. In Smash, to take that character and make different costumes, you need to render every single costume, because in Smash, on the character select screen, you see every single costume. It's not just on the model, it is rendered. This is not just like taking a picture of it, it's actual rendering. It's super high quality. It's one thing that makes doing costumes in Smash harder than it was in most games. You have to take every single stage. There's like over 100 stages in Ultimate. Most fighting games, you don't have it. And the fact of Smash, in terms of like when you make a stage, you have to realize that you're not going in a 2D plane back and forth. You can go on any given part of the stage. You have to do all that stuff. Like, fuck, he told us with Steve, he had to actually go out of his way and rebuild the stages to make them work with Steve, since Steve can place blocks.
Minecraft in the actual game, right?
Like, I understand the point of, like, you're not looking at it super technical, then Smash may seem like, oh, but the other fighting games have all this thing. But, like, when you actually have to break down what Smash is, it's just, like, crazy.
Because I think, like, another good example of this, right, in terms of, like, quality, is I think people equate the online play with the quality of the game in general, which is like, for the average Joe Schmo who does not give a shit about online, never plays it once, it is the most polished game you will ever play in your life. Like, if you're just playing local co-op, nothing wonky is happening. You've got all these different costumes, like you said, McDareth. It's the second that you play online and you're looking into it as a competitive game, that is where the issue lies, and that is where people have like quality issues with it. Like, we're not looking at a situation like Pokemon, where there is objectively a quality issue with major portions of the main game in recent generations, right? There's like actual big issues. Now, like, personally for me, they don't matter that much. I can overlook them, but I can understand why, like Shofu, for example, you've played Scarlet and Violet, you're a huge Pokemon head, but you're not going back and like doing VGC battles for Scarlet and Violet. You had your fun with it and you're done now. Like, because the main game is broken and there's issues that you have with it. Tito, I know you're the same way. Tito is like number one. Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying you're the same way, that like you just straight up won't play it. It's on Switch and you're like, I don't want to play this anymore. It looks bad. Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna do it. But like, you could make the argument. Like, how many times do you have to say it? You could easily make the argument that the greatest game of all time is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You could, and no one can really say shit to you. like what is someone gonna say to you? Like, it's really crazy. So I don't even know why this is a topic. Like,
no, because it's just a thing that, like, people, when they look at it at a surface level, will see certain parts of the game, especially because if you're only looking at competitive Smash, you only think about competitive Smash, maybe you forget that there's more than just 10 stages. You forget how many stages there are. You forget how much content is in the base game. Because you're only thinking about competitive and you're not touching those other parts. But all that stuff's still there. You just don't play it.
That's what I'm saying. They're just not paying attention.
Yeah,
well,
the
again,
competitive aspect of... Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, the competitive aspect, when you start injecting that into the conversation, always seems to narrow what the full package is, what Smash is. Because it's just like... And it's like all the complaining seems like it sours everybody's else experience. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I'm not hating on the competitive side of things, but I feel like when they come into the conversation, it just makes you take Smash for granted.
No, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. One thing I was going to say, we were talking about games that were quality earlier, and we didn't get a chance to mention it yet, and it's literally in the title. I wanted to bring this up. Has anyone else been playing Pikmin 4?
I think it would have been
Damn,
like UZF for like, I think those are his U3.
Damn. All right, I won't spend too much on this then, but I will say, if this is the best Pikmin game ever made, like far and away, improves on everything that makes these games good. They took the gameplay loop of 1, they took the in-depth caverns and creature design from 2 with the high difficulty, and they took the quality of life stuff from 3, and they put it together in like one really awesome 25-hour perfect little package. It is so good. I never want to go back to not having Ochi or not having the little dogs where you're ramming into stuff. It is such a fun game. I highly suggest anyone who cares about strategy games at all, play this game. Even if you've never played a Pikmin game before, this one in particular is very, 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 very good. There is tons of good content. The quality is there with the graphics. The quality is there with the music. And I understand it is not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand a lot of people fall asleep when they hear Pikmin, but I feel like, and it's proven already by the sales that have been coming out already for this game, this is the best one they've ever done, and I think there's going to be another whole audience that falls in love with the series because of this game. And so because no one else is talking about it, I won't bring it up much more. I'll use this to transition into talking about the financials at the end of this, because there's been a lot of Nintendo financial news.
Oh, I was going to say, before you get into that real quick, there is one thing I do want to, I don't know if you want to do this before or after, but speaking of big games that have been announced since we've last had a show that are of high quality, Final Fantasy XIV Online, the new expansion. Yes, sir.
That's right. I forgot about this.
Estamos aquí con los latinos aquí. Estamos aquí. Yo voy a cocinar toda la ensalada, los tacos, los ceviches, los horchata. Yo voy a hacer todo. No, it's really fire, though.
Sábado, you got
it's really fire, though.
Mucho.
Que lo que. Nah, but for real though, because I know a lot of us play 14. Just real quick, there's not really much to talk about because it's just a teaser trailer. But Jesus Christ, does it look cool? Like Jesus Christ, does the trailer look cool?
So, is there a new class? Is there going to be like a pirate class?
Well, there's 2 new classes. We don't know what they are yet. We know one is melee and one is a ranged caster.
It's got to be pirate. It has to be.
I think it's going to be like a swashbuckler.
Yeah,
but
they might call specifically pirate, but in 11 there was a pirate. There's like a Corsair class in 11, so there's a high chance.
And I think it's a tank. That's what I think.
He said DPS. No, he said 2 DPS.
Okay, never mind.
Good.
We just got a melee DPS. Literally just now.
I can't play tank. I want to play as a pirate.
It's literally the easiest, Roger. It's literally the easiest.
I like just being stupid. I don't like having to think when I play Final Fantasy.
Yeah, then play tank. I was gonna say
no, because then if you die, everyone yells at you.
But the thing is, no. If you die, Roger, it's literally not your fault. That's the best part about playing tank.
Yeah, you just blame all your healers.
It's literally not your fault. If you die, it's your healer's fault. Literally.
So I will say one thing that can be making it rough for tanks, because if you're a tank who's trying to go slow, people get upset at you because you're going slow, and they're used to like, well, we can pull way more than this, that kind of stuff. And if you're a tank who's pulling boss, you don't know, you get upset, you don't know what you're doing. So no, there's some things with tanks that it can be, depending on the content you do, it can be rough.
I feel like when I'm going through, because I'm like playing through the game right now, like I'm still not done with Endwalker. I feel like I don't want to be a tank going into a dungeon and I don't know the boss.
I feel you.
Everyone's yelling at me. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather.
There's a certain bit of anxiety. Like, even when I came back to playing 14 after a fucking year, trying to beat Endwalker, I queued up my first instance as a tank, and I'm just like, damn, bro, I'm scared to pull because I'm afraid I'm gonna not do it right.
Right.
I mean, I main tank, so I guess it's just. But it's like for me, it's like, unless I'm doing savage raids or something like that. 95% of my dailies or any dungeon I would run is just, okay, AoE the mobs. Okay, now wait. Now, if I'm going to die, mitt. And then keep AoEing them until they're dead. Okay, now go to the boss.
I just don't want the responsibility, man. I like turning my brain off when I'm playing that game. I feel like I think more when I play like healer or deep. There's way more buttons. DPS though, I mean, like I know my samurai combo. I could just do the same thing over and over again. I don't even know I've literally been playing this for 150 hours. I don't know the names of my attacks. I know the colors.
You don't have to.
And what the icons look like.
Exactly.
And I go, oh, you do
That's all
this
you
pink
need.
one, and this is like the
Yep. That's all you need, bro. You go ahead and set up a macro, bro. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hit one button, hit all your buttons. No, but it looks really good. There's not really much to say about it right now, but I'm just really excited because especially for those of you who are in chat or here, I know we're all. I'm pretty sure we're either in Endwalker or done.
Yeah.
I'm just tired
Virum's
of everything
in
being.
Endwalker.
Yeah, Virum is in Endwalker now officially.
I'm in Endwalker. Where are
You're
you?
in
Coast?
Endwalker.
Like 82 Endwalker, 83 Endwalker.
Okay. Oh, so we're like at the exact same place then.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
I want to do
Cool.
a whole FF14 discussion before the expansion.
Listen,
comes
I
out,
gotta get
whatever
through
we
all
want.
of Baldur's Gate before I get back to Final Fantasy.
No, that's
right?
fine. The expansion's not coming out for like
I get
6
that.
months. Like you're good.
Yeah.
But like,
Guayaquil can wait over there. Okay?
but the thing is about this expansion, this kind of including Shadowbringers. Like I'm just happy for things to be, I don't know, bright colors again. Like it's just like everything's purple. Now everything's purple or black or gray.
we
like
got
Heaven's Word
the Breaking Bad filter on now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everything's just. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah,
Speaking
let's talk
of
about money.
big online, wait. I was gonna say speaking of money too. This game does make a lot of money. I was gonna say speaking of big online games that are colorful that make a lot of money, there was also a recent update for Genshin, the Genshin 4.0 update. Fontaine is coming. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think some of these characters look really, really cool. I like this new environment. I'm excited to get back into it. I've been away for a while. I don't know if anyone else really plays Genshin regularly.
No, I think you're the only one that still plays Genshin.
Well, then I like it. So anyway, we're moving on then. Nintendo financials real quick. So basically, we got the early results of the first quarter of being on the market for Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom sold 18.5 million units, breaking its way into the top 10 best-selling Switch games of all time with 2 months on the market. Also, to put this in perspective, someone brought this up earlier in a recent discussion that I had. The entirety, lifetime sales of all of the Legend of Zelda franchise is 130 million units. Combined, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild have sold over 1/3 of the entirety of the lifetime sales of the entire franchise. 1/3.
That's what happens when you make a go-to
2
game.
months on the market.
Yeah, it's definitely wild.
So for anyone who thinks we are going to be moving away from the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom
That should stay,
style
man.
of game, that's staying forever. It's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. We probably will get like more 2D games, top-down things, but open world is here to stay for Zelda. Yeah.
That's not anything to complain about, quite honestly.
No, I mean, no, Tears of the Kingdom is amazing. We did a whole spoiler cast.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it on the Japan Time podcast on YouTube. It's a fantastic spoiler cast, but it was very good. A couple other highlights to bring up here. Scarlet and Violet, with their first full quarter on the market, are at 22.6 million units. They are only 3 million units behind Sword and Shield now. They are currently landing as the 7th best-selling game on the system, and estimates are that Scarlet and Violet, after the DLC, will surpass Sword and Shield and Super Mario Odyssey as well. So they will probably make their way into the top 5 in terms of lifetime best-selling games on the Nintendo Switch. Mario Kart 8 passed 55 million units, and in terms of hardware for the Switch, we are sitting very, very close to 130 million units. We're at 129.5, and we are now well over 1 billion units of software sold on the Switch. 1,088 million units sold of software, which is absolutely absurd.
Big money.
Big money.
Big rounds.
And then they also mentioned that in terms of their financial highlights, because of the Mario movie, they had year over year, over 150% profit over the previous year because of the Mario movie and Tears of the Kingdom. So Nintendo's making money. Yeah.
A little too much.
A lot of money.
Yeah, I
It's
agree.
kind of crazy. And then the rumors that developers have the new Switch like development kits have gone around. Are you getting there?
Want
Okay.
to say, I want to say real quick, I think we tail this discussion for after Japan. I think we tail this discussion for the next episode
All right.
because there's some stuff we could talk about, and there's a lot of stuff I think that can be discussed in terms of Switch 2 speculation where it could almost be an entire show. And I do think we will go a little bit off the rails if we get into it right now, especially considering we got a Pokemon Presents coming up. There may be other things that get announced within the time frame of the next show. I think it's best
You know
if
something. You know something.
hold off.
Yeah.
I do not. I promise you,
You
I
know
don't. But I
something.
think it's better that we wait. Yeah. I do not, though. Yeah.
After Japan. When is after Japan? When do you? When do
He
you
gets back from Japan, he means.
I get back.
No,
So
I know
you
that.
guys
When does
next
he
week,
get back?
you guys
That's
are
what I'm
doing a
asking.
spoiler cast next week, right? For Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I'd like to. I'm gonna ask around, see if people are interested in doing it next week.
So there will be a spoiler cast. Then we will be on break, right? And then there will be another episode after that. Let's see. So the 7th, and then spoiler cast during one of those 2 weeks. So then we'll be back with another full episode of the show on the 28th of August. That's the plan right now. That's what we're looking at. 28th of August. Yeah.
God damn.
Hey,
Because there'll be a spoiler cast and then a break week. Yeah.
God
hey,
damn.
hey, Ricky, you do me a favor real quick, bro, before we go.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit that music, bro.
Please.
Gotta help a man out. I'm offended.
He's really about that new Dawntrail expansion, bro.
I just.
Just go.
I deserve this. I deserve this.
okay.
All right, I can't even do the ad voice. Okay, I got it. Por toda la gente que están aquí en el chat, aquí está mirando el stream en Twitch. Estamos aquí, por favor, compra un ropa, un gorra, una gorra, un camiseta, algo para así, para Shofu, porque no tiene dinero. Él es pobre ahora, después del Pokémon Cypher, so él no tiene ningún dinero. Compra algo, compra una cosa por mi
Is that
amigo,
going
por
to be
favor.
out by the next episode? When does the Cypher come out?
What the fuck is going on, bro? We shot that shit like last week. Talking about the next episode.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be a while. All right.
So, por favor, compre ropa por mi amigo Shofu, porque él no tiene dinero ya, está viviendo en una caja afuera aquí en América, no tiene casa, no tiene cama, no tiene internet, no tiene agua, no tiene comida, no tiene nada, porque él puso todo el dinero aquí en este Pokémon Cypher. So, por favor, por mí, por su amigo Tito, por favor, compra una camiseta o algo, otra ropa en el store por él, en la tienda por él, y él puede vivir un día más. Gracias. Y hasta luego, hasta la próxima programa. Gracias de todo a Japan Time. Adiós. Adiós.
Bro, ese no tiene agua.
Adiós.
Come on, man.
Adiós, chat.
Bye, everybody. We will see you on the 28th of August. Are you still going to play this music? What is
You
that?
gotta fade it out. Come on.
Okay, we'll fade it out. All right.
No, for Ricky, he's gotta
No,
fade
you
it
gotta
out. He's
No. Vanilla will fade it out himself in the audience. It's fine.
It would have naturally
yeah,
faded out if you-
I know.
by just
I know
cutting
he
the
could do it
video.
in post. I know he could do it in post.
I understand
But
the-
Ricky had the power. He could have just
No,
faded
no,
out.
no.
the
I had
part.
to give
You're
it.
all
I had to
silent.
give it a tail
Vanilla gotta earn his
for
money.
Vanilla to do the fade post. That's
Yeah,
it makes
Vanilla
more
gotta earn
sense.
Loser
his
behavior,
I
bro.
respect that.
Absolute loser
Yeah.
behavior.
I agree.
Anyways.
Tragic.
Anyways, yeah.